And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. Welcome back. It is Monday, March 15th, 2021, and we are back in our Alice in Wonderland fan-made campaign, which we are doing in draft mode, meaning we picked random investigators last stream and we live drafted our decks, and boy howdy are they amazingly bad. But we're doing the best we can with them, and I think that makes it actually even more fun. So if you haven't caught our last episode, there's a VOD up on Twitch. We haven't posted on YouTube yet, but we will be doing that soon. But it's been tons of fun just playing this in draft mode. I just think it's just hilarious, and it's forcing us to do certain things with these characters, and basically, I mean, I think it's not too much of a spoiler to say that in my investigator, I basically played one card and then used that one card the entire game.
Yeah, that was a weird run for you.
Yeah, it was a real. Yeah, I think I got carried a little bit by Matt, who was actually doing some solid work, and I was just kind of scooping clue where I could. Is what happened. But it's been really cool. What up, Ferrum in chat? What's going on, Dylan? This is draft mode. That's awesome. Yeah, I heard you fellas did it first, and then I was like, kind of forced Matt to be like, we need to do this now, because now that you talked about it with me, like, now I can't not think about it. So I'm really pumped about doing that. I'll give you guys the previously on when we switch to the gameplay screen, and we'll talk about what happened at the end of last stream as far as upgrades are concerned. But before we do that, Matt, how are you? How's your week been, dude? Have you been playing games? What are you excited about?
Yes. So, I've been playing games. My week's been weird. I'm entering that time of the year where allergy season starts robbing me of sleep. So I've been like sleep deprived. So I seem a little.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. But that said, I have been able to play a couple games. Met up and we got to play some more of my Bloodborne game. We were able to go do a mission out of like the side campaign where we went to like Murgo's Loft, and then we found a summon to Castle Canehurst. And so, for those of you who played Bloodborne, those are cool places. For those of you who haven't,
okay.
I hope they sound cool and like you can like decide in your mind that they might look cool. So we did that. That's been awesome. Played a little bit more Sorcerer last week with Ron, which has been cool. And he mentioned to me something that got me thinking about like Crit Camp and like you, Lyle. I was standing and looking at my gaming shelves. My eyes slowly wandered up.
Yeah.
I was just looking at Rum and Bones, dude, and I was like, I want to play some more Rum and Bones.
Rum and Bones. That's really funny because somebody actually brought that up in chat the last time me and Chris were playing Zombicide, because everybody was just like, some random person came in and was like, hey, do you guys ever play Rum and Bones? And we were like, oh, man. I was like, did we play Rum and Bones? Chris was like, I have shelves and shelves of things for that game. Dude, I would like to do a Rum and Bones a throwback, bring that back. I mean, Second Tide changed the whole game, and it actually got good. and then we didn't play it all that much after.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. We'll have to see, about getting it back in the works.
Yeah, no, totally. That's so funny, dude. That's great. I haven't been playing a lot of games, although a buddy of mine is now currently obsessed with Runeterra, and I believe you tried to get me to play this game last year.
It's a great game.
Yeah, and so now I'm like I think this is the game that Matt was trying to say that I should get into, and so now he's really into it. Now he's like grinding the ladder or whatever, and he's like having tons of fun with it. And so I'm like maybe I should get into that, start doing that, and then you were saying Sorcerer as well as something. I know people in our Discord have been really into Loop Hero lately, which I haven't gotten into. I saw a trailer. I don't think it's for me. Yeah.
I thought it was for me, and it just didn't quite like. there were some things that looked really cool, and I was like, okay, this is just like scratching the surface. I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah.
And the more I played it, like it didn't really feel like it went very deep. Now I didn't give it like a ton of attempts, but I thought that like building the world around it would, I don't know, would be like more involved and more interesting, and like it became real grindy real fast to me.
Okay.
But I do know it's like the hot new thing the last like week or two.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, that's like I just keep hearing people talk about it. Dylan's all saying Runeterra is the most generous digital card game I've ever seen, and it's awesome. Okay, all right. High praise, high praise. I do want to say I haven't played it, but I'm very excited to show that I did receive this in the mail last week from our buddy Brad Talton Jr. This is Bullet. We played this a while ago on Tabletop Sim, and I kind of forgot that I ordered it, but it arrived, and so I'm kind of pumped to get this to the table and get Casey to play it. So, yeah.
Mine's supposed to come tomorrow. Like I got the notification. I'm gonna try to get my wife to give it a go too, and see if it can work because it's a cool idea. It's totally different than any other thing I have. So
yeah, I was like, I don't have a game like this, and the fact that the gameplay is it even says it on the box, like as far as difficulty, it says light, like it's like a nice quick sort of game. It doesn't take too much to like understand the mechanics, and I splurged for the deluxe box, so I got the upgraded like wooden token. So I'm kind of pumped to open the box and check it out because I'm like I might as well. It was like I think it was like a $15 upgrade or something like that. I'm like, give me the wooden tokens, like give it to me.
Absolutely agreed.
Dylan says, yeah, that bullet game is fun, a little stressful because it's real time. Yeah, that's true, but I think that's part of the fun too. The fact that like it's stressful because it's real time. It's like, let's move. So it's like no one's just sitting around like not doing anything. Yeah, but I'm pumped to get that to the table hopefully soon. I did have like a couple friends over who are like in our COVID bubble, and we were supposed to play games on Saturday, and then we ended up just like drinking a whole bottle of rum instead, and so it was fun anyway. But they came over specifically to play Splendor, and then so we had the box out, and then like we got to the point where like we opened the box and we're like it's like you can start like thinking about maybe playing or something like that. It's just like, and then it never actually gets set up. So that's what happened. So it's okay to me. That's also a win for a night with friends.
Sure.
Awesome. All right, so let's get into this the gameplay screen really quick here, and let me actually before we do that, let me do the previously on. So on our first episode, if you didn't watch it or if you just can't remember what happened, basically Alice has ended up in Arkham, and she's now in some asylum, and Arkham and Wonderland are sort of in this weird merge thing. Something's happening in Arkham where Wonderland's sort of slowly taking over. And so we were sort of investigating around town as locations were turning into Wonderland. In the middle of our investigations, a mysterious house appeared that like just wasn't there before. We go into the house and weird stuff are happening. We looked into a mirror and there was like a mirror universe in there, and then from the periphery of our vision, we saw a rabbit run down the hall. And so we had a very pivotal choice there. Do we try to go into the mirror or we chase the rabbit? We decided to chase the rabbit, and down the rabbit hole we went to a giant, never-ending hallway of doors in which we had to drink a special wonderful refreshment to shrink down to go through a door. Where we saw a bunch of like crazed dodos running a race on the beach. We decided not to interfere with their race, and they ran themselves to death, which kind of got crazy. Yeah. So now the dodo is a bane for us.
Yep.
And now we're going into the second scenario, which is called A Sea of Trouble. And Matt has the refreshments in his deck as well. Yeah. And so when we're talking about Arkham Draft here, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show you this website. And if you do Arkham Draft in exclamation point Arkham Draft in chat, it'll give you this website. This is what we were using as the tool to draft our decks, which is really cool. I won't go into explaining it again because we did that in the first episode. But this is what we have used to draft our decks. We randomize our investigators. I'm playing Marie Lambeau, who is a oh my gosh, what were they called? A mystic. That's what it is. And Matt's William York, a survivor, also a guy that wants to dig graves and get stuff back from his graveyard. And if you want to do exclamation point Arkham decks in chat, these are our most current decks that we ended up drafting. Of course, these have the upgrades that we did at the end of last scenario. So if you want to watch till the end of this scenario, whatever XP that we gain, if we're allowed to use them to upgrade our decks at that point, we will, and we will do those upgrades to get in preparation for the next one. So you will always see our most updated decks if you do exclamation point Arkham decks in chat. Matt, anything you want to add to the story and or draft mode?
No, I think story-wise, it is pretty straightforward. The first mission was just she was there in the asylum, and everything's kind of the world's emerging. Like you said, There's not a lot there. The dodo, I mean, I think it's worth noting that like the dodo had like crumbled into a pile of bones and like reanimated is on fire bones.
Yes. So that's absolutely.
But that's pretty neat. And then the other thing is fingers crossed that we'll actually get cards that like make our abilities on our investigators like do stuff like, because right now so far I'm in a better position than you are. Like I actually have things that I might want to take out of my graveyard.
Yeah.
You like don't actually have spells to really like use, even if you do have stuff with Doom on them. So
yep, that is correct. So it's basically I am playing a character with a blank card. It feels like, which kind of is bad. So and I took the old arcane research. So I did take a mental trauma for this, and it's supposed to help me upgrade my spells. I need spells in my deck to upgrade them, and then I need to like pull in the draft other spells. So it may not have been a great pickup. I was sort of thinking optimistically I was going to get more spells. I did get this arcane research pretty early in the draft, and I was like, okay, this is going to be good. But I think I have like Sixth Sense, Wither, and I think I just put Protective Incantation. So
yeah. So maybe this time around.
Yeah, exactly. So I have I did add a spell. I do have like a couple Storms of Spirits, I guess. There are things in there, but we'll see. They didn't really show their face in the first one, but yeah, Matt's ability right here with William York to recur stuff in his graveyard. Yeah, he has a better chance of actually pulling that stuff off.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So hopefully those will come in handy. And do we want to draw our hands now before we?
We definitely want to draw our hands now because.
Yeah,
let's
do so
do
much
it.
of that. Not doing that.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
I got both my weaknesses, so I'm gonna throw those back. Okay.
I feel like.
Oh, interesting.
Keep a scene of the
I
kind.
don't know if I want this Protective Incantation right now.
Do I keep the bury them deep just so that we can like get an XP early? I mean, I might not find it again if I throw it back in.
Yeah.
We like XP.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the Protective. Okay. All right, I got a handful of assets, which is pretty good. You know what? I probably should have thrown back and tried to get an emergency cash or something. But...
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what it is that I'm looking for here in my deck. Like if there's anything super critical, and it's at least one weapon which I got.
Yeah, you got a weapon.
Really...
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to grab at least to get an ally and something to help me with clue, and I picked up a flashlight, so I feel pretty okay.
I guess I'll keep this just because bury them deep is almost guaranteed XP unless there's something weird. Well, there's 2 weaknesses.
Oh, dude, we are on fire.
Yeah. Okay, Find Clothes is nice. That's actually a great card that I can recur with Yorick that I didn't get last game, even though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like the infinite suit.
Yeah. We'll have to see if I can actually find a parlay test that this is useful on.
Sweet.
So all right. Well then, yeah, I guess ready for the story.
All right. Oh, and also just to remind everybody, we both have 3 XP banked. We only used 4 XP because we gained 7. We'll talk more about that and the banking strategies later when we do draft. But just so you know. Here we go. Scenario 2A, A Sea of Troubles. Before I do this, let me put some ambient music in the background. There you go, before I forget. All right. Scenario 2A, Sea of Troubles. The scenery continues for mile after mile until at last you find an anomaly. Some distance up the beach from a saltwater pool and near the edge of the dense forest sits the remains of a quaint cottage. Thank you so much, Bill. It looks like a disaster photograph with the thatch roof exploding upward and the wooden walls splintering out, but with each piece suspended in the air. You approach the house cautiously, and as you circle the building, you see the White Rabbit, the same one that traversed Arkham not long ago. The rabbit wails anxiously to two other figures that regard him sadly, a man and a lizard. My house, my poor house, oh, the monster that must have done this. The dirt-caked man shakes his head forlornly and strokes his chin as he surveys the damage. And a monster that didn't even finish what it started, Your Honor. It didn't think to let the pieces fall before it vanished away. Never you mind the pieces, Pat, the White Rabbit snaps. Call someone to put it back together. Oh, how late I shall be. You take half a step forward, only for the grinning head of the Cheshire Cat to wink into existence before you. The poor rabbit, not a roof over his head to speak of. The cat's paw appears and gestures towards the shattered house. As Garathnica claws at the world with its front, its back nails gouge into Wonderland. The shadows crept at the corners until now, only seen by those who also lurk in the dark solitary as oysters. Its eyes glance in the direction of the beach and vanish, leaving only its smile to linger a few moments after. You have only a few seconds to consider the cat's words. You there! You look down from the suspended grid to see the White Rabbit looking up at you haughtily, standing with idle hands when there's a monster about. Come, come, help Bill find this beast and drag it back. It has much to answer for. His finger points to the lizard, who tips his cap at you hesitantly. Before you can reply in any fashion, the White Rabbit turns back to the cottage and resumes his despairing. You rub the back of your neck, at a loss for words as you weigh your options. Forced into work as you are, there's a chance you might learn something by venturing out into the surf. Okay.
So then, what do we have going on as far as the agenda and the act?
Okay.
Everything else should already be set up.
Cool. So the agenda 1A with the 5 doom threshold, a tide of tears. The quiet lapping of waves on the sand does little to calm your feeling of foreboding. Shadows flit in every wave, making you reluctant to enter the surf in the search of the truth. And Act 1A, search for the eldest oyster. You consider the Cheshire Cat's cryptic words carefully. The cat seemed to suggest not only that the monster that destroyed the White Rabbit's home was one of Garathnica's ilk, but also that the nearby oysters may somehow assist in finding and defeating it. If you can destroy this monster, perhaps the same can be done to Garathnica in time. Objective: if there are a total of at least 8 oysters, 8 oysters in play among all locations, the investigators may advance. So the number of oysters we're looking for is 8, so 4 times 2.
Okay. So we start up here at the White Rabbit's house, which just simply says the place seems a bit displaced.
Okay.
All of these locations just have just some basic stuff on them, like just stick a storyline.
Yep.
We don't know anything else. So we do have Bill the Lizard here.
Yep.
He seems cool.
Yeah, Bill the Lizard, luckless lackey, Wonderland creature ally. There's a fast action here. Exhaust Bill the Lizard, move Bill the Lizard to any connecting location. Additionally, you may move any amount of oysters from Bill the Lizard's current location to his new location, not exceeding the maximum for each location. Any investigator at Bill the Lizard's location may activate this ability. There goes Bill. Okay. All right. Yeah, what up, Chris and chat says oyster grinding. Get them pearls. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and so the White Rabbit's house here. Location, action, resign. This was no day at the beach. There cannot be more than 6 oysters on the White Rabbit's house. Forced, at the start of the investigator phase, place clues on the White Rabbit's house from the token bank until there are at least 2 clues on it. If there are no clues in the White Rabbit's house in your campaign log, under Fragments of Alice, record Intuition. The inside of the rabbit's house is bizarrely reminiscent of something. There's 2 clues here and a 3 shroud.
Okay, so we just have to clear it once, which...
Yeah, we just have to clear it once.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That shouldn't be too difficult. Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess let's do it.
All right. I am probably going to do a setup turn. Yeah, I'm probably going to buck and play 2 assets. I don't know if that matters with what you're planning on doing.
No, I'm not doing anything all that interesting myself. I might even draw a card.
Okay.
But I'll play a shuffle.
Okay. So I will. I'll get a buck. I'm gonna play Alyssa Graham for $4,
Nice.
and I'm gonna play a flashlight for $2, so I can get
Okay.
to cluing.
Yeah, that should be easy for you next turn then.
Yep.
And then does it come out each turn or just goes? Okay, it goes back up to 2. Okay, so yeah, that should be super easy then. All right. Well, I will spend 2 to play a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
I will draw 1.
Nice.
Right now, I'm going to move. Well, unless you want me to stay here and protect you. You don't have any offense, right?
I have no offense now.
Okay. I'm going to draw 1 more time. Okay. Cool. All right. Well then, that's it for us.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, don't forget, everybody. So Lau does start with the Cheshire Cat in play on the grinning guide side. I know you guys haven't seen the other
that's
side
right.
yet.
I totally forgot about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I would fail a skill test by exactly 1, I can automatically succeed by flipping this cat. We've never seen the other side of this cat though. And when I would be defeated or resign, then Matt takes the cat. All right.
What is interesting, I actually just realized this now, is that reaction abilities are optional. So I guess you can choose to not flip it if you really don't want to. You want to save for like a more important test.
Oh, you know what? That's actually really good, right? Because sometimes like you fail a test and it's like okay to fail it. You're like whatever. That's not like game changing. But okay, that's good to know.
Big.
All right, so
Okay.
upkeep. Okay. Oh, I got a stray cat. And Doom 1 of 5. And bad cards. And has this been shuffled? I'm gonna shuffle it. There you go. Here we go. Peril. So Matt can't help me with this. Midnight Sun. Paradox. You must choose one. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the agenda to advance. Place 2 of your clues on your location, which I can't do. Take 2 direct horror, which I can put on Alyssa.
No, direct horror has to go on your investigation.
Okay. It's early. I know this is kind of I hate losing turns. I do have healing in my hand. I'll take 2 direct horror.
Okay. For the record, I also would have taken 2 direct
Okay,
horror, even though
awesome.
I only have 6.
Yeah,
Because,
the losing of a whole turn sucks so hard in this game.
Yeah, it's so many actions. Uh-oh. Lau, I'm sorry. You need to flip the Cheshire Cat.
Oh no, really? Okay.
Yes.
So, frustrating feline, permanent. When you would succeed a skill test by exactly 1, you automatically fail instead and then flip this cat. When the player controlling the Cheshire Cat would be defeated or resign, choose another player, that player takes control of the cat. Awesome. This is great.
Saltwater Crocodile. Hunter spawn any coastal location if there are 3 or more oysters there. +1 fight and +1 damage. Okay, so he likes to guard its oysters.
Yeah, so
coastal.
okay.
Coastal. So everything but the White Rabbit's house.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wherever you want, because you'll be the man to take care of this.
throw him over here.
Okay. So, you know,
Okay.
it's, yeah. Saltwater croc on the rocky outcropping? Dude, of course.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Okay. Well, that could have been worse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go probably kill a croc.
Yeah, I'm probably going to scoop some clue. So, you want me to do that first, or does it matter?
Getting this fragment of Alice recorded is like a priority. So, I mean, unless you really want to see what I'm gonna go do here, yeah, I'd say scoop the clue.
Okay, let's scoop clue. I get +1 book because of Alyssa Graham, so I'm a 5 to a 3 shroud. I believe it is. 5 to a 3. I'm going to spend a flashlight to make it -2, so I'm a 5 to a 1. Here we go. And I'm going to tentacle hard. Sweet.
Nice.
I'm going to do that again. Spend a flashlight charge, 5 to 1. -2. Okay, I'm going to get a clue there. And then I'm going to do that again with another flashlight charge, 5 to 1. And I'm going to star this time. You may add 1 doom or remove a doom from card you control. I'm not going to add any doom. And I got 2 clues. Okay. And now we record that. What do we do?
Fragment of Alice, Intuition.
Yeah, Fragments of Alice, Intuition. I'm going to put these clues to the side because at the next turn, these are just going to come right back on.
Good call. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, I mean, we don't even know what clue is exactly for. I assume it must have something to do with getting oysters.
Yeah. Code Poet in the chat is asking, does the cat make you fail the second action test?
No, I don't believe so. Because I was doing the math. He was a 5 to a 1. He got a -2, which would have made him a -3, so he would have passed by 2.
Yeah, passed by 2. Yeah.
And then the second one, he got a +1, so he succeeded by like 5. Okay,
But
I'm just gonna come down here and try to work this gator body.
Yeah.
So
nice, dude. I like it.
Rocky outcropping, a ledge juts out above the Sea of Tears, though the tide still washes shellfish halfway up the rocks. Okay. 2 clues.
Okay.
There can't be more than 6 here. Choose and discard up to 2 cards from your hand. Place X resources from the token bank here as oysters, where X was the amount of cards you discarded. Limit once per turn, so we can like dig up oysters. Okay. Cool.
Oh, interesting. Well, okay.
So there's probably going to be like various different ways to put oysters on locations. So this idiot here is going to hop onto me, yeah, I'm going to start fighting it.
Okay, cool.
So I have a base of 4 plus 2 from shovel, and we're going to whack this gator.
Yep, 6 to 3.
I'm up 3 right now.
Yep.
Pop.
Pop, pop.
All right. Normally that would be incredible.
Yeah.
At this point now, it's just great.
Yeah.
But not incredible.
Yeah.
I'll still take it happily. Last action. I'm gonna pop this idiot again. Ah, hell.
Yo, that's 2 tentacles already. Jeez.
That is 2 tentacles, and unfortunately, this one means I am gonna be getting snacked on by the gator.
Yeah, for one physical damage. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well then, I'm done. And I will take a hit from the gator during the enemy phase.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess we're on to upkeep.
Upkeep. All right. And I believe 2 clues go on because at the end of the investigator's phase, we get 2 clues back on the White Rabbit's location. So we did upkeep. I'm gonna go do Doom. That's 2 of 5. No worries, Code Poet. I'm glad you're paying attention. And Chris says this outcropping is so shellfish. Yeah, it is. Very nice.
Nice. I'm glad you're holding us on that, because there's a good chance we'll forget it.
Yeah.
So
that makes it
I'd rather
you
point it out.
All right. Cool. All right. Bad cards. All right. Nonsensical advice. It has Surge, which sucks. Shuffle any amount of cards from your hand back into your deck and draw an equal amount of cards. For each card you did not shuffle back in your deck, lose a resource. I'm going to shuffle... This is actually interesting.
Yeah, I think this card's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to shuffle Backpack, a Winging It, and a Stray Cat. Yeah, and then so I'll lose $2.
Okay. Good luck.
All right. Wait, do I shuffle first and then redraw? Yeah, I shuffle first. Okay. Shuffle those. You get 3 cards back, and I lose $2. And I got my weakness.
Oh dear.
So oh my god, I'm pulling a lot of encounter cards right now. So I still have to do the surge on this nonsensical advice.
Okay, so first thing we have is you reveal the top card of the deck from Overzealous.
I do Overzealous first? Okay.
Yeah, you'll do that because it's interrupting it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if
which is Midnight Sun.
Uh-huh.
Which is...
just great.
Which is great. I'm going to take another 2. Okay. All right, and then Overzealous says that card gains Surge, right?
See, I would have probably tossed 2 clue down on that one.
Oh, that's right, I had
But yeah,
Clue.
go ahead.
But, oh, I forgot I had Clue there. All right, so I'm going to get this other card from Overzealous, which is a Saltwater Croc, who's going to go to a coastal location. Let's put him...
I mean, if you put them on me, I can spend my whole turn fighting both of them. Or we can... Because he has Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give him to me.
Okay.
Just give him to me.
Okay.
And I'll just hope that I don't draw... I guess it's a little risky, but I can also dynamite them and myself, so go ahead.
Okay. So that's Overzealous is done. Now I have to Surge this nonsensical advice.
Yep.
Which gives me... Oh, the Shadow, dude. Alright, so
Cool.
X is equal to the engaged investigator's base fight skill. So it's got a fight of 1. So it's 1-1-3. Cannot make acts of opportunity or be engaged by other investigators. If it's evaded, defeat it. If the investigator engaged with animated shadows, defeat it, resigns, discard the shadow. So awesome.
Okay.
Great. Rad.
And here's...
That was so bad.
Here's mine. Also animated shadow.
Okay.
Which that, to me, is not a terribly big deal. I mean, it's annoying because it's the same attack as me, but
Yeah.
I have a shuffle. So, whatever. I mean, like, dynamite could be really efficient here, but, like, I don't think I need to do it. I think I can just spend my turn working some bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there a way for me to do that? No. I was trying to see if there's a way for me to get my thing in my discard pile efficiently. So, yeah, do you want me to go first just to make sure it doesn't go terribly wrong?
Yeah, you can go first. Sure.
Okay. So, act number 1, action 1. I'm going to swing at the already wounded gator
Yep.
with my shovel.
And you'll be a 6 to a 3.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so he's dead. I'm actually going to bury that boy deep, dude.
Oh, I love this card so much. Victory 1.
It's so good. Just free VP, and so no more gators. Well, at least no more of this gator coming out. Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's move this thing over. Yeah.
Okay.
Bury him deep in those oyster shoals or whatever.
Exactly. Action 2 here is actually going to be to swat at the animated shadow because it's more deadly than the gator, ironically. All right, so
you are
it'll be a
6
4,
to a 4. Yeah.
and I'll be a 6. Yeah, so up 2. Considering playing on normal, I think that's fine. I have 2 more actions left, so I'm just going to go for it.
Boom.
Okay.
He is dead.
Correct. Now, my last action, I think, just for like efficiency's sake here, I think I'm going to monster slay this gator.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Clear him off.
I don't have any pump. If I fail, it sucks, but I'll be okay.
So because you're doing a fight off of this card and not from the shovel, it's really just what, a 4 to a 3?
Oh, right. No, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right. I forgot that actually generates fight. That actually sucks.
Yeah.
That makes Monster Slayer a lot worse. Okay. Well then, in that case, I could want to punch this gator, but I feel like that's going to be a waste. I guess I'm just going to...
I mean, you could try to do the Monster Slayer.
But then I'm only a 4 to a 3.
Yeah.
I have no pump. So that just feels like unnecessarily dangerous. I think what I'll do in this case is I could always try to evade just to pitch my clothes and then replay them for soak later. But then I'm only leaving. No, I'm just gonna swat at it once. I'll just be up 3.
Okay.
And I'll just take 1 fight.
Okay.
Okay, well, good thing I didn't put
Yeah.
into that.
That was
Tentacle number 3. But to be fair, we've also found 2 stars.
That is
They
very
just
true.
didn't
That is very true.
bonus. All right, done. Go ahead.
Okay. What am I gonna do? What do I need to do?
I
almost want to play emergency cash and equip my mirror.
Yeah. How much horror you've taken.
Yeah. So I might do that. Yeah. Let me play emergency cash. I'm gonna get $3. I'm gonna play a hollowed mirror for 2, that puts 1 copy of Soothing Melody in my hand, 2 copies in my deck. And I have 1 more action. I wish I could play Wither right now. But I might play Soothing Melody so I can draw a card as well.
Sure.
So I'm going to play Soothing Melody, which lets me heal 2 horror and draw a card.
Like it.
Okay. Oh, Prophecy. What is this? While there are 3 or more Doom in play, Prophecy gains an extra question mark. Okay. All right.
Okay, so we're done.
Yep.
Enemy phase, I get bitten again, going 6 and 6.
Yep.
And upkeep.
Oh, I get bit. I got hit for 1 and 1, right?
Oh wait, no, yeah,
Yeah.
you do, because that was on you all turn. I mean, I guess you could have changed what you did.
You know what? I probably should have changed what I did because I would have been. Oh, he doesn't do acts of opportunity.
Yeah, he doesn't do tax opportunities, so it's kind of like you could get away with all that.
Yeah, it's fine. I will take
like
take a damage on myself and then 1 horror on Alyssa. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. So we are on to Doom.
Yep. 3 of 5. We really gotta get the oyster thing going.
Yeah.
And so bad cards. Deepening Dark, Power, Shadow. Attach to your location. The attached location gets +1 Shroud. Shadow enemies at the attached location get +1 Fight, +1 Horror. 2 actions to discard it. And yeah, he is a shadow enemy that's on me right now.
Yeah, you better leave that spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Some Shroud. Okay, so that's not a big deal right now, at least.
Yeah.
Tidal Surge, Weather Obstacle. Move as many oysters as possible from your location to all connecting coastal locations. All connecting coastal locations distributed as even as possible. If 1 or fewer are moved, this gains Surge. So, I guess
He gets Surge, yeah. Oh, here he is. The Dodo, dead as a doornail. With Surge, put the Dodo into play next to the agenda deck. When a skull token is revealed during a skill test, treat that token as a tentacle token. Instead, discard the Dodo.
We just added a skull to the bag, so we have 3 in there. So we'll leave this here. This is, I think, is a better chance of helping us remember, guys. Make sure that if we pull a skull, the first one, we make sure we remember it to be a tentacle.
That's so interesting. Okay.
Next, Edge of my vision. Test Mind X. Let's equal my location Shroud, so a 3. I'll be a 3 against a 3. If I fail, search and counter discard pile and deck for a shadow enemy and spot engage with you. If you search and counter deck, shuffle it, then take one. Dude, I'm getting all the homeboys.
Yeah, you are getting all the homeboys.
So, I'll just throw guts into this.
Okay.
So that I don't have another enemy to deal with potentially, and I can cycle it.
Yep. 5 to a 3. +1. Okay.
So I do draw a card. And then that's done.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Not too bad, all things considered.
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay. Oh, I messed up. If you're okay with it, are you all right with me? Are you guys fine with me also pitching Lucky Rabbit's Foot just to make it? I just want it in my discard pile, so it's going to be in addition to guts. I forgot about my character. I just want it to.
Oh yeah. That's fine. Were you at the limit here?
No, it's not for that reason.
Okay.
It's for a better reason.
Okay.
I want to actually use my character.
Oh, right. Okay.
To get my discard pile, then for me to have it in my hand with an enemy on me. That's why.
Okay.
So, it doesn't change anything. I still was going to pass exactly the same. So, do you mind if I go first again?
Yeah, you can go first.
Just to make
do your thing. I don't have anything
All right.
special to do.
I feel like I get 3 chances to murder this stupid crocodile, and I'm just gonna. I mean, it's got to happen.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna happen.
All right.
6 to 3.
So I'm up 3.
Yep.
Minus pop.
Yep.
I'm up 3. Second action.
Ooh.
Stars.
There it is.
I guess I'll add guts to my hand.
Yeah, so that you can actually use the asset part later.
Yes. Then when this guy dies, right here, I will play an asset from my discard pile, paying its cost. I'm going to spend 1 resource to play my rabbit split from my discard pile.
Very nice. Perfect. Look at that.
All right. And I have 1 action left here. My hand is full, but you know what's great about this current location?
You can you can spend an action to discard some cards. You can discard some assets, my friend.
Fine clothes, and I'm going to discard a raven.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So we have 2 oysters now in that location.
2 oysters out.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas.
Yep.
All right. I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. What do I have here? I have Wither I can't play in this, and I have a Delve Too Deep, which I'm like, don't want to play right now. I think we're going to move. I'm going to move to this middle location here, just to check it out.
Okay.
And then my Shadow, again, doesn't do Acts of Opportunity, everybody, so I'm safe. Sandy Strand, Wonderland, Coastal. If only this were cleared away, it would be grand. 2 Shroud, 2 Clue. There cannot be more than 6 oysters on the Sandy Strand. Action test 3 foot. If you succeed, place a resource from the token bank on Sandy Strand as an oyster. If you succeed by 2 or more, place 1 additional oyster on Sandy Strand. Okay. Let's see. Do I attempt to...
Yeah, because otherwise things gonna keep beating on you. All you got to do is get a 0 or better, or you could even put your prophecy in there because it's worth 3. You know, I mean, unfortunately, it's just an enemy I can't help you with, or I would be very happy to.
Yeah. Well, how much Doom is in play?
There should be 3.
3.
So that should be worth.
So it'll give me an extra question mark, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I Wow.
Now don't forget this.
Yeah. So if I punch it, I'm going to be a 1, 2, 3. I'm a 3 to a 1. If I evade it, I will be a 5 to a 3. I don't think it really matters, huh?
You mean? Like if you're pitching prophecy into it?
What's up?
You're saying if you pitch prophecy into it?
Yeah, I'm going to pitch prophecy into it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, is there anything else you can pump?
I mean, I could throw Wither, but it's like... I have such little, like...
Also just play your Wither and fight it with your mind, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, because it doesn't do Acts of Opportunity. I'd have to get a resource and play it, and then yeah, it's rough. So let me just punch it with Prophecy.
Yeah. Okay, this is good luck.
Yeah,
good
so this
luck.
is a 3 to a 1 with the Cheshire Cat here, and with this stupid dodo thing happening too.
Yeah, this is gonna be funny. Okay, so 3 to 1. You pass by exactly 1.
I pass by exactly 1, which means
you fail.
I automatically fail, and then this guy, what a jerk, dude.
Yeah.
And then I have 1 more action, in which I could actually punch him 1 to 1, and then this cat helps me.
Yep.
So it's a 1 to a 1 punch. -1. I lose by 1. So if I fail by exactly 1, I automatically succeed, and then this cat flips again. And I punched him.
Go.
All right.
Okay. So the cat was a real, just being all Cheshire. That was a classic. Okay. All right. Well, enemy phase. Then we both finally don't get hit.
I know, this is great.
Should we be moving, Bill?
Yeah, should we have been moving, Bill? Hold on.
I don't know. I guess you could have moved him before you left if you really wanted to. You could have like shoved him down to me since we didn't know what was at your location.
Yeah, let me say that I shoved Bill over here.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay, cool.
And then so that he was exhausted then, so now he's ready.
Yep.
Well, he'll be ready during the upkeep right here.
Okay, so upkeep phase now. Open gate. Here we go. Ben Archer says Punch Cat is a campaign theme I can get behind. I'm not into that, Ben Archer. All right, we are at 4 of 5 on the agenda deck, and we're gonna get some bad cards again.
Perfect.
Sweet. I've got a Haunting Shade, dude, and this guy looks mean. 2/2/3 Hunter Aloof. Haunting Shade's location gets +2 Shroud. If there are no clues on its location, Haunting Shade loses Aloof. It gets +1 fight, +1 evade. Dang, dude.
Okay. So far, getting clues hasn't mattered yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to. It's got to. There's got to at least be a place you can spend clues to get oysters. I assume.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for too.
Okay.
All right. What's your bad
I'm
card?
kill this dude. Oh yeah, that whole.
That whole thing.
Song. Kitty. Choose a player who does not have cat. That player takes cat. I'm the only option.
Yes.
So I take.
So
cat,
you take the bad version of the cat right now.
Sad kitty.
Yeah.
Okay. I surge. Ooh.
Oh my God, these shadows.
So any coastal location hunter, build a lizard cannot be moved to his location. After it enters the location, if build the lizard's at the location, move it to the connecting location below a shroud. So this dude is a bad boy.
Yeah, he's a bad boy, and Bill does not like this dude. Okay.
Bill's not interested in him. Okay, so I don't want to deal with him immediately. So I'm gonna put him here, which means then you have to like not be here.
Yeah.
If you don't want him to hop on you, or I can put him here. No,
he'll hop right on me. It's okay.
Well,
like you can put him there, and I'll move to this location.
I'll just spawn him on me. Oh no, he cannot be moved. Bill Lizard cannot be moved. Okay, so here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to spawn him on me, and then shove Bill to you.
Okay.
I don't want this guy tying up your options, and so this just saves me actions.
Okay.
So try to fight him. And my location seems fine for him. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so discard this, and we're good. Ooh. No. Okay. I was gonna say, he sits here.
So he sits here aloof.
No, he's here. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could set up a sick dynamite, but he's gonna follow, and so with this, so never mind. It's not gonna work. Go ahead.
All right. So is it worth me doing a 3 to a 3 foot test on this location, or should I like move to see if there's a better test and take Bill with me?
There's got to be a better one. Yeah.
Okay.
Or shove Bill wherever. It doesn't seem like it matters where Bill is right now, so I don't know how much you need to worry about him.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should waste your actions on doing a 3 to 3 test.
Okay.
Like there's got to be a better location.
Right, I'm gonna go to the tidal pools over here, and I'm gonna exhaust him and bring him with me. All right, tidal pools. A series of separated pools stand barely in reach of the tide. Miniature ecosystems build and thrive within them. All right, there is. Oh, I am frozen here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, and a VP.
Yeah, look at this. 3 shroud, 4 clue. There can't be more than 6 oysters here. After you succeed in investigating the pools by 1 or more, place 1 resource from the bank on tidal. This is where I need to be.
This is it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one.
All right. So second action, I will be investigating here. It's a shroud 3. I am a 5 to a 3. I can't use flashlight anymore, but 5 to 3 on a normal bag should be okay.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about cat anymore.
But I can. I do dodo here, so that's an automatic tentacle, right?
Yep, it's a straight up tentacle.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to remove a oyster from my location if there was one, but there isn't.
Wait, does this? No, you actually don't. You don't resolve the skull. It treats it as a tentacle instead.
Oh, okay. I get it. Cool. All right. So even if there was an oyster there, we wouldn't get removed. In my last action, I will investigate here at a 5 to a 3, -3, so I fail. Okay.
You know what we need to be doing? Use this just to like look at the top card or something coming up, so like we can use the information.
Oh, so you're right, because I don't necessarily. I misread my card earlier. I always thought when I use this ability, I have to add a doom. But I only add a doom if we want to move it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
do you want me to do a little scry on the encounter deck right now?
Yeah, I think we might as well see what's coming up, right?
Yeah. All right. So the encounter deck will be a edge of your vision, a test mind, mind shroud.
Edge of vision, test mind shroud. So that's the one. So that's one you're going to be getting.
Yeah.
So doing that earlier in the turn, like you could have moved to a place like lower shroud, but I mean, considering you want to be here, that's good.
Yeah.
But that's like a good thing to know for you. That'll like give you an idea if you need to do something like this.
Yep. And
Okay.
I think, I mean, if I add Doom, then oh yeah, it's gonna take over anyway, right?
Um, if you add Doom, is it going to take over anyway?
Like if I add Doom,
Uh,
it's not gonna advance right away, but it's going to advance next turn and clear all the Doom anyway, right?
yes. Where are you talking about adding Doom from?
Oh, if I
This
add
card's.
Doom to Alyssa to put this at the bottom or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, it would tick over anyway, so it'd be like if you wanted a free spell action.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think it matters. But yeah.
Um,
This is what we call the witching hour.
yeah.
Which is like when you add Doom, it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I
So
might
if
put
you'd
this at
like
the
to
bottom
be-
because it's like I'm not good at dealing with enemies if they spawn with me. So
Yeah, shadows are especially bad for you.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So I'm gonna put
Okay.
this at the bottom and I'll put Doom and Alyssa.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I'm in a sad spot here because of this cat,
Yeah.
and I'm a little worried about it. But I'm just gonna have to attempt to 1-2 punch this jerk bag.
Yeah.
So fight number 1 will be a 5-2-3. I'll be up
2.
2.
Yep.
I'm tempted to throw Monster Slayer to be up 3. No, I can do that for another test
Yeah.
later.
So
Because this one's only worth 1 damage, right?
yep. The first one's worth 1 damage. Yeah.
So then, yeah. So I'll be up 2 on my first one. -1, which means I pass by exactly 1.
Yes.
Which means that I fail, which means that I remove an oyster from my location.
Oh dang. Okay.
Um,
All right. The second part of this.
it sucks. Okay, so now he's a good kitty. So now I am a 6 to a 3.
6 to a 3. This
So
will do
I'm
2
up-
damage.
Yeah. I'm essentially up 4 if you count the cat, so I'm going to take it. Oh, I am going to do Lucky Rabbit's Foot when I failed that last one.
Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Cool. So now here comes the second swing of 1-2 punch. I'm up 3.
Yep.
Okay. I succeed, and that is worth 2 damage.
Yep.
There. Now what I could do is I could like fight with Monster Slayer. If I fight with Monster Slayer, I'm only up 1, which is not great.
Well, he would be like up 2 because of the good cat.
Yeah. I'm almost tempted to just pitch Monster Slayer at this point. I think I'm gonna do action number 2. I'm just gonna swing at it and just see what happens first. So I'll be a 6 to a 3.
Yep. 6 to a 3. Very cool.
Ours really good. So I will take back
1-2 punch.
1-2 punch. Absolutely. Then last action now. Since he only has 1 hit point left, I'm gonna just swing at
Just
him
swing
again.
at him and you
So
can
I'll be-
get an asset back. Yeah. Hero. So he's done.
So he is dead. I will spend $1 to play a Raven.
Yeah. Nice. Not bad.
Which is awesome. Okay, cool. I'm glad that guy's dead. I was worried about him. Yeah. All right.
All right, so
All right.
Hunter Aloof Man, he has no prey, so where does he go?
We choose. If he has no prey and
Okay.
we're equidistant, we can pick. So let's throw him on me.
Okay.
And I'll just sit here all game fighting just everything.
Yeah, it'll be pretty sweet. Okay, hold on. I think I accidentally messed up
Take-
my camera settings. Hold on, I have to make that one. All right, cool.
We're taking so long.
I know. So upkeep, right?
Yep.
All right. And then Doom. This is where it ticks over, and I'm gonna remove a.
I get chronophobia.
Ugh, great.
I really was hoping to overdraw so I could discard an asset into my discard pile,
Yeah.
and instead chronophobia. Damn, man. Okay.
Here we go. So Agenda 1B, The Walrus and the Carpenter. Problems with the old country house squire. A disinterested carpenter approaches the White Rabbit and his partially demolished home. giving them both only a glance. Yes, yes, only hurry, the rabbit pleads, tapping his foot. Easy does it, Gov, the carpenter retorts, rubbing his stomach. Job's as good as done. I'm only a mite peckish. I'll be round once I've had a bite. Further down the rocky coast, an enormous walrus lifts itself up from the surf. Its stomach growls like an earthquake as it looks out over the sea of tears. Victuals abound, and oyster dinner seems the only solution. It rumbles to itself. Spawn the set-aside, the walrus, into play at the Tidal Pools. Spawn the set-aside, the carpenter, into play at White Rabbit's house. Shuffle the remainder of the walrus and carpenter encounter set and encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
What's in the carpenter set?
Yeah, the carpenter set and the walrus and carpenter encounter set goes in along with the discard pile.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. The new agenda deck, Agenda 2A, beginning the feed. The two hungry figures make their way down the beach with the clear intent of devouring the oysters. With each bite, they seem to grow larger by inches at a time, and at the same time grow darker and more distorted. At the end of the Mythos phase, remove all doom from all cards in play. For each doom removed, resolve the highest possible option 2 times. Remove 1 oyster from the walrus or the carpenter's location onto that enemy. Move the walrus or the carpenter 1 location towards the closest location with the most oysters on it. Force, if there are no oysters on locations, advanced.
Wow, so if we didn't have this 1 oyster here right now,
This would just advance.
we would have just advanced. So if we get a bad card right now, I think we can just lose.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh, God,
really?
okay.
This is crazy.
Okay, we have to like. Okay, so this guy, what he does is you can't damage him, but whenever you hit him, you can like smack the oysters out of him up to 2 at a time.
Oh, this guy's
I
at my
assume
location. He's at the Tidal Pools.
Okay.
The walrus can't be damaged. After the walrus is successfully attacked, move up to 2 oysters from the walrus to its location. Oh, I see.
So they're just gonna keep eating up the oysters, and it goes off twice, huh?
Yeah.
So we have to like find a bunch of oysters like right now.
Yeah. And it sucks because it's like, this was a good place for me to get oysters, but he's just going to eat them.
Well, he's only gonna. Okay, so it's move 1 from the location onto that enemy, and that happens twice. So we can still keep doing it. I mean, between our 2 locations, I think we can just keep going to town and get enough to at least advance the act.
Yeah.
And I can keep smacking oysters out of like mine, so we can keep putting oysters in mine, and I can smack them out of mine while you focus on yours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we get to pick which thing happens.
Yeah.
So I think we're okay as long as, well, right now it just comes down to these cards. Depending upon what these cards do right here, like they could immediately scoop up an oyster. Like he could scoop up an oyster immediately and make us lose.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very distinct possibility. So here's the deck is shuffled, and good luck. This is a big moment.
Oh, God. Okay. When I investigate, I'm only a 5 to a 3 in this location, which should be okay.
Well, you could also just bail on there and go somewhere else, like, and then force them to move around some, and then come back there. So
That's true.
I think for right now, we have to do our bad cards, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we have to do that.
We'll see.
That's the part I'm saying can make us lose right now.
Here we go. Bad cards. All right. Any coastal location for this saltwater croc?
Put them down. I need to start getting oysters now.
Yep.
Whetted Appetite. Put Whetted Appetite into play next to agenda deck. At the end of the round, the Walrus and Carpenter attack all investigators at their respective locations in player order, then discard it. So you don't want to sit there.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here. Okay.
Put it here again. It's only 1 and 1, so it's not like terrible if you really didn't want to move. But
Yeah.
okay, that could have been worse. We could have lost the game.
Yeah.
So I can only do this once per round. So I can do that and then head out and start looking for other oysters.
I mean, I could also head out and look for oysters. So I could like go here, move 1, 2, and I can move Bill to the center location.
If we go down there, then maybe we don't put the saltwater croc here. Maybe we put it here, and then I go first, because otherwise you're gonna get this thing to jump on you.
Oh, right. So he's not aloof, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't know what I was gonna draw, so I don't know if that is really fair at this point.
Yeah.
But he's also a hunter. That's the bigger problem. Is like if you're going to be moving away from here, I was figuring you might just stay here, but with that.
But you're right. Getting hit for 1-1 isn't like terrible for me. So if you need me to stay here and just try to get the oyster thing going on here, I can. I can just spend my whole turn there and then just. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Arkham Librarian. Oh, look at this! Look at this name. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Why does this guy have an evade value? Oh, it's because.
You can still evade him if you wanted to. Like, we don't know why he has an evade value. It's not necessarily.
Yeah.
But there are cards that interact with an enemy's evade value, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
If you're like exhausting the dude or whatever. So, yeah. Whatever you want to do, man. Like, the problem is now that you chose with this here, it means you have to factor that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can come over here and dig up 2 oysters also. It's limit once per round, but not limit once per round. So we can both do that, or you can just pile this up and just let him snack on some oysters, and then we can sock it out of him later.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend all 3 of my actions just investigating here, I think. Okay. All right, so I'm a 5 to a 3 on investigation, and here we go. -1, so succeed on the first one. Make an oyster.
By 1 or more.
What's up?
You have to succeed by 1 or more to make the oyster.
Yeah. So I was. What did I just pull?
I wasn't watching.
Oh, I think it was like a -1, right? Or yeah. And that was a 5 to a 3. Okay. So I did by 1.
So you're good then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take the clue off here, and I'll put an oyster on there.
Okay. All right. Second one is a 5 to a 3 again. Skull is a -1. So okay. I did succeed, but then we remove an oyster from my location.
Wait, if you fail.
Oh, if I fail, you're right. I'd succeed. And then my last one, 5 to 3, a 0. So I succeeded again.
Okay.
So I got 3 clues that round.
And 3 clues. Okay, so I took the clues off.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think this is so bad. In fact, I think we can actually advance the act right now. No, we can't. We don't have enough. Okay.
We need 8.
So,
I think. Yeah.
Do we want to leave? Oh wait, you could kick Bill over with a couple oysters, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the walrus doesn't get him. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. He'll just follow him. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Bill carries oysters.
So we're gonna do this, and then he's gonna carry. How many can he carry? As many?
I think as long as it doesn't exceed the capacity.
Oh, then he's gonna take them all, dude.
I like it.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
Ooh, Bill, I like it.
Okay. So then I'll go. Action 1, I'm gonna discard Safeguard, and I'm going to discard. I think my automatic. Yeah, my automatic to put 2 oysters out.
Cool. And thank you so much for that gifted sub OCS for Wolves.
Then action 2 and 3, I'm going to discard Chronophobia before I forget about it.
Oh, right.
Okay, so then
enemy phase.
We go to enemy phase. So this thing does nothing because there's clues on this location. These guys, when do they? This only happens at the end of the Mythos phase. Yeah. Otherwise they sit here. Okay. And.
Yeah, and then this Saltwater Croc has Hunter.
So he does move up here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's actually great. So then now we upkeep. And this thing readies. Strange refreshments.
Okay.
God, that's so good for Yorick. Because it's an asset that I can pitch.
Yeah, it is so good.
Okay.
Okay, so then Doom happens.
So technically it goes on there. Now we get bad cards. Then after our bad cards is when we do this.
When we do this, okay.
Yeah, because this is the end of the enemy phase.
Got it. Okay.
I'm sorry, the enemy phase.
All right, so I'm gonna do my bad card here, which is a animated shadow. Okay.
Of course it is. I would have loved to have drawn that. Tidal Surge. Okay, so here we go. Move as many oysters as possible from your location to all connecting locations.
Distribute it as evenly as possible.
So as evenly as possible. So I have to go like
one, and yeah. Cool.
Okay. So then, if 3 or more oysters are moved out of this effect, take 1 damage, which is fine. Okay.
Okay.
It does not surge.
It does not get surged, which is good.
I actually really like this mechanic so far we're seeing. I think this is really fun. Okay, so now we end the Mythos phase, which means this Doom comes off of here.
Yes.
And for each Doom we removed, we do one of these options twice.
Yep.
So the first thing we try to do is move an oyster from a location onto an idiot, which
we
can happen.
Oh, we can up there.
Yes.
Yep.
Because that shoved that one up there. Then now one of these guys moves, so we can pick if we want which one we want to move to the middle. I guess let's pull him off your location in case like something like that.
Okay.
Okay, you got attacked by him, right? For Whetted Appetite?
I did not, but I have to take damage, yes.
Okay. So, sorry.
Yep.
So I was saying in case we draw something like this again, you're safe.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And we can kick Bill the Lizard around again to save. Okay. And if that works, then let's go with that.
Okay.
All right. Then my thought is I can go in and try to finish off
Killer
Crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can kick, and then you can kick Bill somewhere else. Yeah.
And I'll kick him like down here or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So I'll go do that first then if you're cool with that. All right. So 1.
Yep.
When I go over here, this guy hops onto me.
Yep.
As a fast action, I'm going to kick Bill down. Do you want me to kick him? Maybe we should kick him. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Okay. Also kick Bill down here with all these oysters. Now, we don't know. Okay, so here's the one risk about this. We don't know how many.
We don't know the limit. Yeah, but they've all been 6 so far.
Maybe what I do is I kick him towards you this time.
Yeah, you can kick him towards me so that we know that we can have them all here.
Yeah, because that would suck. Because I don't know what happens if it goes over limit. That we probably just lose them.
Yeah,
and we can't really afford to lose them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I kick him over to you as a fast action. So now I have 2 actions left. I want this thing to die.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So I'm going to. Right now I have Cat. I'm up 3. I'm just going to go for it. So 6 to 3. I'm up
6 to 3. Fail.
Well, okay.
Okay. One more action.
I really don't want to get bit by the stupid crocodile, but I think I'm just going to have to. So at this point, I'll just hit him one more time.
I mean, you could monster slay him. You're only up 1, but
Oh yeah. Actually, me monster slaying right now with strange refreshments, puts me up 2.
Yeah. So you're 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm up 2 right now. Okay, so I don't need to use the Cheshire Cat.
No.
Good call. That was a good call. So I'll kill this dude.
Yep.
When I kill him, I am going to play from my discard pile. I'm going to spend $4 and play my gun.
Oh,
thing that does
that's
2 damage.
rad.
I'm going to put my assets over here to the side. Or I guess it's all assets except for Chronophobia.
Yeah.
So those will go there for now. But I'm going to put the one I want the most on top.
Yeah, I think that's good. VGHQ Game Lab late to the stream says, "Is this a fan campaign?" This is a fan campaign called Alice in Wonderland, and so far it's really rad. The theme is so good, the cards are awesome, and the art is amazing as well. Yeah.
This mission is
Yeah.
It's cool so far.
Yeah,
I like
definitely cool. Designed
I
by
like-
somebody. I think the game designer is called. His name is Tyler Gotch.
I think that sounds right. All right, so I'm done. So now you're free to roam about the cabin. You can clear this last clue to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
clear the
VP.
last clue to get the victory one, and to get another oyster, before I do anything else, and then I'll figure out what I want to do after that. So
Okay.
boy over here does not do active opportunity, so I'm gonna do an investigate at 5 to a 3, -2, so I succeed. So
Okay.
I get a clue, and that turns into a resource. Cool. So now we have 6 resources on the board, because I don't think this one counts, right, on the carpenter.
That's what I was looking at. Like, I feel like it shouldn't count.
Yeah, I
in
don't think
play
it
among-
counts because it's no longer. Hold on. What
It has
does
to
it
be
say on the
active.
act deck?
Is that locations?
Among locations.
So I do think that technically this might still be at the location, but you can tell that's not what he meant, and so I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that makes it easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So in theory, if you stayed here and you investigated twice by 1, and that's the important part, we could advance the act, or we just like let you start hunting for other things and then deal with that later.
But I can't investigate if there are no clues are they here. Is there? Or can I? Oh, and there's and I can't. Oh, I have to fast action. Oh no, Bill, you
It's
fast
not
action build,
easy
so I can't fast action build now, and that we're at the limit
Right.
here.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I can always throw dynamite at them to make them both like drop for oysters at some point.
Yeah.
No, I can't. It's only
They
successfully
can't. They
attacked,
can't
not
be
taken.
dealt damaged. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I think you either the problem with this location is that basically you're going up against a 4
Yeah.
because you have to succeed by 1. So you're only up by 1 in that case. Don't forget this either. That's important.
Oh right.
Maybe shadow.
I should take care of this guy actually. All right, I'm gonna.
We can take oyster this turn. That's not terrible. It'll just be 1.
Am I just gonna punch this dude? I have 2 more actions, right? I might play Wither and then Wither this dude.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Wither. Here, and now I'm gonna fight using my mind, which is a 5 to a 1.
We really don't want Doom right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. So 5 to a 1. Here we go. Last action. So I succeed by like 4.
Okay.
Those guys.
This is actually a good spell to get skulls and
Yeah.
bad spells.
All right. That was
that's
that was my turn.
Okay. And I went first. You did that. So now enemy phase. This thing hunts this way because I'm the closest.
Yep.
And then we go to upkeep.
Right. Okay. Unexpected courage. That's nice to get. We will.
Yeah, I had 1 Doom.
We will do the
And
doom.
then back.
We will do bad cards, and then we'll do the agenda. Tidal Surge. Move as many oysters as possible from your location to all connecting locations. Distributed as evenly as possible. Dang. So
Yeah, that's not great, but it's not terrible.
and 1. Oh yeah. So it's all. I'm only connected to 2. So it goes 2, 2, 2, 2. There.
And
Okay.
And
And
you
then
take
since
1.
3 got moved, I take a damage, right?
okay. I get a haunting shield.
Enter aloof.
So he comes up here. He's aloof. He's
Yeah.
the twin of this, which right now the extra shroud doesn't matter terribly.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's got to at some point, I assume. Okay, so all right, so then now we remove the doom.
Yep.
And I think we should try to put them on the guys in pairs of 2 because every time we hit them, they drop 2.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's put 1 on the carpenter, and then 1 on the walrus.
Yeah, 1 on rollers.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, oh, and this is ready. So you can kick him around, which I guess there's no reason like not to kick him around somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
I should probably kick him where the walrus is so he can save some of those at some point.
yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind coming back here and making 2 more spheres, or we can look at like what's down
I'm
here.
thinking
I
about
feel
like
there's
I'm
not-
thinking about like going down there and taking a look.
Do you want to go first then?
Yeah, I'll go first so that I can kick Bill over here.
Yeah.
And I can go 1 and I'll go 2 over here on the twining reef. The coral in this part of the coast weaves together and around itself in complicated loops that don't seem possible. 4 shroud, 2 clue, victory 1. There cannot be more than 6 oysters here. 2 actions, place 2 resources from the token bank on twining reef as oysters. So I only have 1 action left. Otherwise, this would be so rad to just put oysters on there right now and then. Oh yeah, but they don't count when they're on the people.
Well, then either just sit there and like try to get clue and do it next turn, or spend last action to look. I think either way, I don't mind coming over here and doing this, or I can just keep doing this too because of who my character is.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Like you were made for that location, the rocky outcropping.
Yeah.
So I think with my last action, I'm probably just going to should I investigate here or? Yeah, I'll investigate here. I'm a 5 to a 4.
Okay. I like it.
Skull -1, so I succeed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's it. You're up.
I will go action 1. Action 2 will be to pitch handcuffs, and
Oh yeah,
I think
handcuffs.
in this case, of the cards I have in my hand, I think probably Perseverance. I don't really likely see me needing this.
Yeah, okay.
I could be wrong, but like Guts gives me more card draw, which it looks like I'm going to be melting a lot of card draw. So that adds 2 more of those.
Okay.
Last action I think is going to be to play Emergency Cash
Okay.
for $3. And that's it. Done.
All right.
So these things haunt. We want them to not go to your location because then it gets 6 shroud,
Yeah.
right?
So they'll go to your location.
Yeah, I like that.
Uh,
Bill ready during upkeep phase.
Yeah.
So let's just ready him because we're going to upkeep phase now because these enemies don't do anything.
okay. Yep. All right. So upkeep. Okay. We're going to put a Doom on the agenda, and then we'll do bad cards.
Okay.
Edge of your vision, test mind. I'm going to do mind.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing that, huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I guess I can look, but I don't want to put Doom on her because then it makes the walrus eat more clues.
It's just for information.
Yeah.
It just like lets you
Yeah.
know what's coming. That's all.
So I'm a full. Wait, yeah. I am a 4 to a 4. I believe my shroud is 4. Yep.
I mean, getting a shadow now is easy for you. Your wither just instigates
Yeah.
it, so it's not like a big deal to you at all anymore.
Yeah. All right. So 4 to 4. I'll just take that test. -3, so I fail. Which means that I search the encounter discard pile and deck for the shadow enemy and spawn it engage with you. Should I just put the old regular shadow on me?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Do you want to take them out of let's take them out of the discard pile because I think they're actually pretty nice for both of us to draw right now.
Yeah.
So, like, it would be better to have one than some other cards.
Okay.
And
Then
is that it?
take a horror.
Go.
If you're searching and shuffle it, then take a horror for each shadow enemy in your location. So I take a horror now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd actually be really bad for me right now to draw.
Okay. Ooh.
For apples. To play in your threat area, when you activate an arrow or reaction ability on a location, spend 2 resources, take 2 damage. There's 6 or more, 6 oysters on your location, discard it. Okay, interesting.
That is actually interesting. Cool.
Or take 1 damage. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, we can. Okay, right now we remove the Doom, and then these boys snack.
Right.
So we definitely do one here. Do you want the other one to be on Let's put the extra one on the carpenter, and that way, like, if he eats this one too, it'll be like 2 sets of 2.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Right on. So then I can put out 2. You can put out 2.
Yep.
And then we'll still not quite be there yet.
1, 2, 3.
But you could like put out 2 and then look for other stuff. I don't know. Do you want to try to advance this turn?
I don't see how I can. And... Oh, you'd have to do this twice.
It would be. I can only do it once.
Once
because that's how it's perfect.
So you're gonna put out 2. I'm gonna put out 2. That's 4, 5, 6,
you
7.
Put out 2, and I could go over here and do this.
Oh,
I could do that.
Yeah, that we could try. I mean, I think we're so far behind. I think we need to do it.
So here's the risk, right? Is this? Let me see how this is worded. No, we immediately lose if we advance, and there's only 8 out.
Wait, what was
because
that?
Then all of the oysters would be on them, and then this would immediately advance.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, we can't do it. We can't do it. Yeah.
More.
We have to have more than 8 oysters out before we advance.
I need to go smack the hell out of these guys, which means I have to engage him. Oh, that's the other problem, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. But the search of the eldest oyster, it says in the act deck, if there are a total of at least 8 oysters in play among locations, the investigators... Oh, may advance, not must. Okay.
Here's the issue, right? Once these guys are on me, they're going to keep hitting me until I evade them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like start beating on one of them until I'm ready to commit to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we do. I think you go put 2 out, I put 2 out, and then just start looking, and then we don't do anything until next turn when I start attacking the carpenter.
What I can do is hopefully I can investigate, or I guess I'll just like put the 2 resources down and investigate and clear this. Might be my turn.
I like it.
Okay. All right. So
go ahead. Just do yours, or like mine. The problem with mine is like I am finally reaching the point where cards I'm going to lose are going to start being a bigger deal.
Yeah.
So that's why I need to eventually get to a spot where I can start beating on these dudes.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to go first? Is that cool?
Yeah, just go for it.
All right. I'm going to spend 2 actions, spend 2 resources, and I'll spend 2 actions, place 2 resources on token bank as oysters. So boom, boom, and then my 3rd action, I'm going to investigate. It's a shroud of 4. I'm a 5 to a 4. Should I pitch something because I don't want to be able to move next turn? Oh, and this guy's gonna hit me.
Well, he won't hit you until he doesn't do attacks opportunity.
Yeah, I know, but do I want to just clear him?
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to clear him instead of doing my investigate, and just do the investigate next turn. So I'm gonna wither him. So I am a 5 to a 1. No, a 4 to a 1.
Okay.
0. So he's been withered.
Oh God. These guys.
Yep.
I think what I might do is just end my turn up here, so I can start beating on this guy.
Okay.
Next turn. I think that's probably the best way to get a bunch of oysters out quick.
Okay, wait, what does this thing do again up here? The location gets +1 shroud, and shadow enemies are worse. Okay, he's not a shadow. Okay.
He isn't. These are. Yeah, it just feels like that's like the best use of my time. I don't really want to do any more of this.
Yeah.
But I guess it probably is for the best. I just don't know. I don't know, like, if we it looks like with these things all being limits of 6, we're probably going to need to do this more than once.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just bite the bullet. And
I mean, you got some good stuff.
I do have some good stuff, and Dynamite Blast is getting potentially better. That's the problem. Is like, maybe I draw a card for first action. Let's see what this is. Heroic Rescue could also be pretty good too. Second action. Is this is an EXP?
No, that's the regular version. Do you have the XP version in there? You're supposed to.
I do. I do have one of each.
Oh, right. Yeah, two of them.
Second action. Do I bother saving this last one with Bill, or do I just get myself up here? I think I'm gonna do it like this. I'm going to do second action. I'm going to activate the thing on this location, which triggers digging for apples, and I'm going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
So I will discard a heroic rescue and a probably a guts.
Yeah, the guts probably.
And that'll put out 2 more of these.
Okay.
Pop, pop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7. We have 8 in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Right. We don't want to do that this turn. We can do it next turn, like when I engage that dude and just hit him twice.
Yep.
So that was 1 action.
No, did you draw? You drew a card and then you did this thing, right?
Okay. I need to end up here.
Yep.
If I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
So then my last action will be to move.
All right. Thanks
so
for sharing,
we
Real.
are now.
And thank you so much for the follow, the Reaper PS4. Welcome to the best camp on Twitch.
We're on the enemy phase. Both these move up here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Then we
Upkeep.
Oh, good.
Okay. Then we will Doom. Then we will Bad Cards. And I forgot to use Alyssa again. Deepening Dusk. Attach to your location. The attached location gets +1 Shroud. Shadow enemies are worse. And then 2 actions to... Well, that sucks. Trying to get this victory 1.
Oh, God. Damn it.
Okay. Bad
The
Cat
cat
comes
gets worse.
out. And...
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That's not a good one.
Okay. Okay. Well, so that's all right. That's all right. I mean, things are about to get interesting. We remove this Doom.
Yeah.
Pop. They both snack. It's the only option.
Oh, you know what?
However-
I could have Ward of Protection against this thing.
Oh, I don't think. I think there could be worse things.
Yeah, okay.
Like, absolutely. I mean, don't you? I mean, like, I know that makes it harder. It's only +1 Shroud.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
It could be worse. Like, this, at least so far, this hasn't, like, made a difference. I think my turn is changing slightly, but it's going to be...
Oh,
I
wait.
think it's
Did they
yes.
do the snacking?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you already
just
did it.
that.
Yeah.
I put 1 from here and 1 from
Yep.
here onto them. I'm not going to be able to beat this guy this turn, but I'm going to do something that is going to be very, very important for my future.
Okay.
Okay? So, may I go see how it goes?
Yes, you can. Yeah. I'm interested in what you're doing here.
Okay. So, I'm going to attempt to evade these graveyard ghouls. I'm going to pitch hiding spot to give myself +2 evade. So, I will be a 5 to a 2. This is a very important...
Yeah.
Evade.
5 to a 2, and you have this Bad Cat. Okay.
Cat, which is why it's a really big deal.
Yep.
5 to a 2, I succeed exactly. So
By 0.
he does
Yep.
not be a bad kid.
Yep.
Just really important. So that's action 1.
Okay.
Action 2 is move. Action 3 is chuck dynamite up at that location.
Where did you move? Oh, down here. Got it. Cool.
So I kill the graveyard ghouls and the 2 haunting shades. When I do, let me double check how I'm worded.
Can you get 3 cards?
Play, I could. No, it's limit
Once per round. Got it.
But I am going to play Fine Clothes for 1. That's how much money I have left.
Yep.
And this will give me more soak, which I feel like I'm going to need.
Okay.
And it kills these. This guy cannot be damaged.
Yep.
And so this next turn, they're just going to move their... Well, no. One of them's going to move and one of them's going to snack. The same, whichever one moves is going to snack.
No, they're both going to move because they can't snack, right?
No. So what will happen is we do it in order. We would move. We attempt to move one. We can't. So we move one of them. Then we attempt to feed one of them, and whichever one will then be on a location where they can eat.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like in that order, they always try to snack. So the first one's going to move, and then the second thing is going to be to snack, whichever one we moved.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it'd be way better if they just both moved.
Yeah.
But there's no way to save them right now because of where Bill is and because they're going to split. So I evaded, I moved, I threw dynamite. I am done.
You're done. Yep. Okay. So enemy phase, nothing, because these homeboys don't do anything.
Wait, you didn't go.
Oh, I didn't go. You're right, I didn't go. Okay. So Arkham, try to scoop this clue now that it's I'm a 5 to a 5, or I could just abandon it, go and try to get some more stuff.
I definitely think you put out 2 oysters.
Oh yeah, duh. That's stupid.
Like for sure.
Let's
and
do that.
then I honestly think you should do. I think you should try to get this last clue.
Yeah, I want to get the big
Just
green
like
one.
pitch. Yeah.
So I'm a 5 to a 5 here. Is there anything I want to pitch to this? Does it matter? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
You could do the unexpected courage.
Yeah, I want
You don't
this.
want
I
to.
want this, and I don't want to keep sitting here. So I'm a 7 to a 5. And I started. So I definitely succeeded. And I'm not going to add any doom.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a player
this.
window in which I can use her, put doom on her, and then remove it?
Not once you see the star.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, if you'd been prescient and knew that you were drawing a star, you could have put it on.
Yeah, which I never would have, but.
But you still can use her. Don't forget, you can at least look at what's.
Yeah,
coming.
I'm gonna look. And
You also can like look at the top card of one of our decks, so we know if it's worth drawing too. That is the other option.
that's true. I'm gonna get a Surge Peril. That gives me the cat.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then, you got the clue though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So that VP is at least cleared. We have enough snacks on the board that they're not gonna be too bad. All right. So then, I went first. So we're done.
We're done.
So then, enemy-wise, we don't have enemies.
Yep.
We go to Upkeep. This is going to go off without anything bad happening because nobody is currently at the end of the round
Yep.
at a location where they're
All
at.
right. Yep.
Then
We're gonna doom.
and Doom and then bad cards.
Add cards,
And
and we know what I was gonna get. A Surge Peril. I'm gonna take the cat. Get another card, and now I'm gonna get the apples.
That's actually great. You can get rid of that immediately. Like, I mean, I guess you'll be taking 1 damage or spending $2, but
Yeah.
like you can get that here. I am also getting apples, which means that I can like double move to your location and get rid of them. So, all right. So now what we do is we remove the Doom.
Remove the doom.
Let's pick the Walrus to come over,
Okay.
and then the Walrus snacks.
Got it. So that he has an even number on him. Got it.
Yes. Okay. So now we are done with that.
Yep.
Well, you can only sock off 2 at a time, it looks like, per turn.
Yeah.
You have to grab them, punch them, evade them, grab them, punch them, evade them. So at least that's something I'm okay at. All right. So then now we are on to our turn.
Yep.
So what you could do is
I could put 2 resources on here and then just advance the act.
So let me go first.
Okay.
Because I want to be at your location to dump my digging for apples.
Okay.
And as soon as you dump these, I'll lose the opportunity to do that.
Sure.
We do need to get out more apples this turn, though. This is the problem. I have to do this before I leave. Otherwise, they're gonna take 2 off of there, and we're not gonna have enough.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh, yeah. Crap. Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So you're going to be stuck with your digging for apples, probably.
I'm not going to be stuck with it. So here's how this is going to go down. I have to go first to do this. So action 1 immediately is to take 1 damage, which I'll put onto my fine clothes and discard it. Okay? And it's 2 damage.
It's 2 damage, yeah.
God, that sucks. I'm going to discard a rabbit's foot, and I'm going to discard trial by fire, I guess.
Okay.
To put out 2 more of these.
Okay.
I'm going to move. When I move here, I'm going to kick this dude here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move here as my last action.
Okay. All right.
Done.
I am going to spend 2 actions to put more oysters to the max.
As soon as you do that, we lose our apples. No. Oh, it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action. That's why I was like, so we don't have to advance the act.
I can do that next.
We can do
turn.
it next turn.
Okay. So
This is setting it up for that to get rid of our apples. So what I can do is get rid of my apples.
Yeah, you get rid of your apples like right now.
So I'm gonna spend an action.
Yeah, do that.
So there. So my apples are gone. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's my turn.
God, I didn't even like. That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are done, right?
Yes, we are done. And so enemies don't do anything, right?
Correct.
We're gonna
So
upkeep.
then we upkeep. Which readies Bill.
Okay. I got Baron Von Stupid.
Von Stupid is going to be.
I can never
Real
get Doom going on.
No, you can't now. Unless we want these boys to just snack like real hard. No,
This is so bad.
Really,
this is like now,
really
like she's
bad.
like the worst. Oh God, yeah.
Worst weakness in this campaign so far.
Yeah.
Yes, unquestionably. Okay, well, let's see if we can deal with it because he makes you.
I take an additional damage if I take a damage. Yeah.
Additional damage
Yeah.
if we take a damage, which is worse.
Yeah. He's so bad,
Okay.
dude. Okay.
Okay, so we put the Doom up there. So let's draw our bad cards and let's just pray these ones aren't too
Doom.
bad. This is a super important time for them to not be too bad.
Okay. Surge, nonsensical advice. Shuffle any amount of cards from your hand back to your deck and draw an equal amount of cards for each card you did not shuffle back in your deck. Lose a resource. Ooh, I could do a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna throw my. Oh, geez.
Both your weaknesses are out of your deck.
Yeah,
right?
both my weaknesses are in my deck.
So what if you just toss it all back?
Yeah,
I
am gonna toss it all back because I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I don't have anything like I like really need to keep. You know.
It would be like. Yeah, Storm of Spirits. There's not things out. It'd be like maybe Ward of Protection or something. But even that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna toss it
Maybe
all
you can
back.
get Yeah. Because you could draw more Hallowed Mirrors, which
Yeah.
would be huge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think I took one too many. Let's shuffle that back.
A Mystifying Song is actually a completely dead card.
Yep.
Ironically enough, one of the best cards in the game, and it's dead.
Yep. Awesome.
But it is worth 2 icons though. So now you surge.
All right. Now I'm gonna surge. You get Deepening Dusk. Attach a location. Gets +1 Shroud. Okay.
Okay,
So
whatever.
Shroud's 6 now. It doesn't matter. I got that victory.
I draw a Croc. I don't have time to deal with this Croc right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it.
Throw him over there. That's fine.
Okay. So what I can do is I can go first.
You can double apples and do the act.
Well, the act isn't even an action, so I'll definitely double apple.
Oh wait, we
Then,
didn't do the snacks. We didn't do the snackening.
Oh yeah. So it just goes like this. They both go on him.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's at a location with
Yeah.
oysters. So okay. So I think let me go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double apple, and then I'll come over here so we can see what it is.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And we can see if we can start loading up stuff
Yeah.
there. Okay. So I'll go action 1, discard apple. Action 2, discard apple.
Yep.
What was my bad card? Did I do my bad card? Yes, my Croc. That's what
Yeah,
it
your
is.
Croc.
Okay.
We put it over there. Yep.
Okay. And then action 3 is move over here. Sheltered shallows. All manner of fish congregate here in small schools, but where are their teachers?
Okay. After you defeat an enemy at Sheltered Shadows, place X resources on token bank on Sheltered Shadows Oysters, where X is 1 less than that enemy's health. So 4 clue.
That's actually a great place for me to fight things.
It's not a bad place for you.
Okay, so I think turn in and then spend 2 actions stacking more down.
So I'm going to turn in these 3.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
Let's go up here. Finally, 8. Let's see where this goes. Act 1B, clammed up. You work your way up and down the coast, but none of the shellfish seem to understand. Finally, one oyster in particular regards you more warily than the others. You're not a part of Wonderland, it states coolly, but neither are you one of the shadows. You must be another Alice. You do your best to explain the circumstances, and it nods itself slowly. Choose an investigator to immediately take control of the set aside the eldest oyster asset. What does it look like?
It does this. So it's this right here. Basically, it gives you a free +X to your test once per turn. Any test of your choice, equal number of oysters on your location. So I feel like that could be better for you, maybe. So that way you could do like this location's oyster thing if you wanted to.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to take that.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's do that. And then let's go back up and look at the new act. Act 2A, Gone Fishing. It says 8 clue threshold down at the bottom. The oyster demands that you take it with you. The shadows are hungry, like their master. Anything hungry can be baited. Jebaited. They crave things from your world, some of which have drifted in from the Sea of Tears. You get the idea pretty quickly to start collecting anything you can find from Arkham. At the end of the round, investigators at Rocky Outcropping may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. So if we have 8 clues, which we do, I believe, yep,
you do.
I can go over there and advance at Rocky Outcropping.
Okay. So you've taken no actions. What I'm thinking is like you can either right now go advance this act,
Yeah.
which might be worth it, or you can kick down 2 oysters and then advance this act. Or not, to kick down 2 oysters, move once and do it next turn. Is what I meant to say.
Ooh. I almost want to. I'm almost thinking about making 2 oysters, kicking our boy Bill over to you, and then moving 1.
Okay, so the downside there, I just realized, is that the saltwater croc is going to hunt you. So
maybe I might go up here and advance the act, dude.
Yeah. I think that might be the right choice
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think so.
You could on your way, if you wanted, try to put 1 here, but maybe we just see what happens to advance the act and then maybe use your last action to work on whatever the final act is.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I think that. Oh no! Wait, it's the end of the round, huh? Okay, so basically you can't do it now. It's going to be the last. Basically, you're going to get 1 action to use before the end of the round, because you just have to be up there and do it at the end of the round. So, you want to kick him towards me no matter what, I think. So there's at least 1 oyster here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what 1 action you want is. Like, is there an asset worth putting on? Is there something worth protecting?
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, the 4 of Cups to get another brain is probably good, considering I can't play Illysogram anymore.
Sure.
It's either that or the Occult Lexicon.
Or you're ignoring the grotesque statue? That thing's...
Oh, yeah.
Bananagrams. Yeah.
So I'm gonna...
I think that's
so I'll spend $3, put out my statue, and then I'm going to spend 2 actions to get more resources and more oysters.
Wait, no, you're moving up there, aren't you?
Oh, I thought you didn't want me to.
No, I'm saying you get 1 action because you can't do this mid-round. You have to do it at the end of the round.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm just saying you do one thing. That's all I was trying to get at. Sorry.
I thought you were trying to reverse the thing. Okay, gotcha. So I'm gonna go up there and then spend the 8 clues.
Well, at the end of the round. That's what I'm saying. We can't spend them until the end of the round.
Okay.
That's why you had to do it that way. Is like technically we go through the enemy phase, and then we go through the upkeep phase, and then at the end of the round we advance.
Right. I always forget, man, like that, like where the round ends. Like
ends. Yeah. That's why this is here.
Yeah. All right. So
are you kicking Bill to me before you leave? Was that the plan?
Yeah. Bill is over here with you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then, now that I went first, you did that. So now we go enemy phase, which is this croc moves here.
Yep. Nothing else happens.
And then nothing else. Now we upkeep, which draws this and readies Bill.
Okay.
Then we
Doom.
Now we advance the act.
Oh.
No. Before that, yeah. Let's do this. So spend your 8 clues and do that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I spent the requisite number of clues. And we are Act 2B, Catch of the Day. With the Wise Oyster's guidance, you gather a collection of random flotsam at the small edge overlooking the Sea of Tears. These items are not from Wonderland either, the oyster explains matter-of-factly, and therefore must be from wherever you are from. The shadows crave things from your home, and with this many, you surely have enough to bait a hook. You tie the debris together and hurl it into the water on a line. No sooner has the cluster hit the water when an enormous shadowy figure erupts from the sea, consuming the objects in a single bite. Bill the Lizard gives a terrified wail at the mere sight of the beast, and you do your best to keep him from fleeing as the monster emerges. Check your campaign log. If the investigators went down the rabbit hole, which we did, spawn the set-aside Deep Lurker, Perilous Predator, at the rocky outcropping. Alright.
Okay. So that thing's on you.
Thing's on me. And the next act is Act 3A, Abyssal Predator. The shadowy monster eyes you hungrily and begins to scrabble up the cliff face towards you. Now is your chance to see what weakness the greater shadows hold. Action. If you are at Deep Lurker's location, spend 1 clue and fight. Deal 1 damage to the Deep Lurker, 2 damage instead if either the Walrus or the Carpenter are at your location. If Deep Lurker is defeated, advance. So I can't fight because I have no clues.
Right. I mean, you can fight the normal way, but the problem is actually, no, you're great at fighting him the normal way. You have Wither.
Oh, yeah,
Wither's
Wither.
actually
and he's got 8.
So he's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, he gets +1 fight every time you successfully attack him. Wither, if you draw a bad token, actually gives an enemy -1 fight, -1 evade. He's here because he's massive. So that means he doesn't go on you. He's on everyone there.
Got it.
But all we got to do is 8 damage to kill this guy. So there is that. But we are in a very interesting situation right here. We can actually lose right now, which I didn't think about. And the way we lose is this. So we're going to advance this and put 1 out.
Yep.
And then if either one of us draws that coastal shards thing, no, I can kick it here. Because if we kicked it here, they're going to move here, and they'll eat it. So we have to. If one of us draws coastal thing, we have to kick it here.
Okay.
Otherwise, they'll eat it. We'll lose.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah, we added the Doom, and now it's bad cards time. Oh my God.
Okay. Hopefully life's good.
Kitty Cat Surge. So you take the cat, and
Fantastic.
This surges. That player means it's the cat. Yep. Wait, if this. Okay. Yep. Test mind X where X is equal to your shroud. My shroud is a 3. So I'm a 4 to a 3, and I can do grotesque statue here too. What does this thing do? Oh yeah, I can get a skull value test.
If you use your statue, I think it's probably better to use your statue on the boss.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's your call. Like,
I mean, I could always get the pleb shadow again. It's not even a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
yeah,
because you have Wither, that shadow is like nothing
Yeah.
to you now.
All right, 4 to 3. -1. I succeed anyway. Oh, it's a good thing I gave you that cat too. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm about to be really happy, I think. Of cabbages and kings, if all oysters in play are on the walrus or carpenter's location, it gains surge. Otherwise, test mine 3. Oh no. If you fail, move X oysters that are not one location towards either. Oh no. Oh no. We're about to lose. I can't. I'm not at your location. You can't help me.
Oh crap.
We needed you to draw that and ward that.
No, I don't have. Oh yeah, I need to draw the ward.
It wouldn't matter. I think that is going to be game. I have to rip. I have to get lucky and rip a 0 or +1.
There's nothing you can do. Oh my god, and this bad cat, dude. You have bad cat as well?
Yeah, I have bad cat. So I think that's it. I have to rip my star.
You have to rip a star.
A
0 or a star. You need a 0 or a star.
No, because the 0 is even, right?
Yep.
I don't think that's sad. That's definitely not either of those things.
All right, so we have to move. Okay. If you fail, move X oysters that are not at the walrus or carpenter's location, one location towards them, whichever's closest, by 3. Where X is the amount you failed by. Move 3 oysters.
So, wait, is it just 1 oyster 3 times or 3 oysters 1 time?
3 oysters 1 time, I believe. Yeah, where X is the amount you failed by, okay. Move X oysters.
I thought about this like a second too late. I was like, if something moves them, we're in trouble. Okay, well, unfortunately, now, it is the end of the Mythos phase.
Oh god, yeah, and then they move.
And then they snack.
Wait, hold on, let me read this. At the end of the Mythos phase, remove all doom. For each doom removed, resolve the highest possible option 2 times. So you, oh god, yeah, you move 1 and then he snacks.
Yep. Do we want to put more on Walrus or more on Carpenter? I mean, I don't know if it matters at all. So your choice. Move whoever you want there and throw a thing on, and then we advance the
we're gonna move agenda. We're gonna move the Carpenter, and then he snacks.
Damn. I feel like we could have killed that guy too.
Dude, and so if there are no oysters on this on the locations, advance.
Yep. All right.
Dang, dude. Dang. Okay. Agenda 2B, they'd eaten every one. The walrus and the carpenter devour the oysters one by one, with hardly a pause between them, towering over the beach as they grab oysters by ever-growing handfuls. As the pair gulps down the last of the poor creatures, shadows explode out of them, tearing their bodies to shreds and scoring the coast in the same way that the White Rabbit's house had been destroyed. You flee inland, barely evading the spreading darkness. Each undefeated investigator who has not resigned takes 1 mental trauma from witnessing the horrific event. So each take 1 mental trauma.
Got it.
And then we go to resolution number 1. Resolution number 1 is here. Resolution 1. Darkness eats away at the beach behind you as you escape the calamity. The White Rabbit watches anxiously towards the commotion and begins to panic as the darkness sweeps inland. The monster has returned, he shrieks, taking terrified backward steps. Not my house, anything but that. He scrambles through the cottage door and shuts it tight before you can dissuade him. You try to reason with the rabbit, hoping to bring him to his senses, but he remains locked inside in quiet terror. As the shadows advance, you have no choice but to turn and flee. You look back over your shoulder and see the White Rabbit's house vanish into the advancing darkness with a crunch and a shudder of timbers. Gradually, the flowing shadows creep to a halt, and like a riptide, sweep back to the sea at the same speed that they consumed inward. Where the darkness recedes, the landscape it leaves behind is warped and cracked. You retrace your steps hesitantly, returning to the ground where the White Rabbit's house once stood. Only scratched stone from the foundation remains, with no trace of the rabbit to speak of. You can only speculate why the shadows lashed out as they did. Perhaps your presence drove them ravenous for the taste of the real world, or perhaps they were merely running wild as their master occupies itself with Arkham. In your campaign log, record that the walrus and carpenter were completely obliterated. And then record the White Rabbit was consumed by shadows.
God.
And then each investigator earns XP equal to the victory X value in each card in the victory display. It might be like 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 because the Deep Lurker was another 2.
Yep.
I did have a Delve in my hand, but I'm too scared to use it. Check the campaign log. If the investigators went down the rabbit hole, proceed to interlude the caterpillar. Okay.
Sorry, 3 XP was the total?
I believe so, right? If you want to double check. It's your bury them deep and then 2 locations, I think.
One. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, interlude the caterpillar. Interlude the caterpillar. Okay. Strap in, boys and girls. Interlude the caterpillar. There are no established roads through the dense woodlands. Each trampled trail you find works aimlessly back upon itself to the point where you make better progress forging your own path. You walk for hour after hour, staving off the strange creatures and trying your best to make sense of the baffling landscape. Your progress is further hampered as thick fog creeps over the woods. You can barely see the distance from one tree to the next, slowing your pace to a staggered walk. Gradually, you discover an aroma mixed in with the fog, faint but strangely exotic. The fog slowly transitions to smoke, giving you no further vision, but a clear trail. You follow the strengthening smell to a secluded copse covered on every available surface by a hundred varieties of mushroom. Atop one of the mushrooms sits a large caterpillar lounging with a hookah beside him. His eyes rise to meet yours, but he reacts with a complete indifference. "Who are you?" the caterpillar demands with smoke streaming from his pursed lips. You open your mouth to explain, but the insect holds up one of his many arms. "Explain once you are the correct size." He breaks off a piece of his toadstool seat and holds it up lazily. "This will correct you. You accept with no small amount of consideration, assuring yourself that this is the one case where you would reasonably take mushrooms from a talking caterpillar. Within moments of taking the bite, you shrink down to minuscule size. Satisfied with looking down at you, the caterpillar takes another long drag of smoke before he continues. "The other side will make you grow larger," he instructs, breaking off another piece from the opposite side of his mushroom and offering it to you. "Now speak. Who are you?" It's a difficult task explaining the events that brought you here, made all the more uncomfortable by the caterpillar's apparent lack of interest and attention. "Stop," he orders at last, drawing upward slightly. "Where have you been, and what you have done are quite different from who you are. You try to tell a bit of your background and motivations instead, but the caterpillar remains dismissive of your story. You are not the same as you used to be," he accuses with a snort. "Everyone changes, but you have changed far too quickly. Discover yourself once more." His many hands extend, offering his hookah pipe down towards you. "The investigators must decide. Choose one." "All right, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've done today." And then you proceed to metamorphosis, or "No way in hell I'm smoking whatever crazy hash you've got." I'm assuming you're going to let me make this decision, Matt?
Well, this one is new to me.
Oh, okay.
Because now that you've seen how the first one goes,
Yeah.
basically we have to decide if we're.
I'm down to smoke with this caterpillar. Is where I was at. But I'm interested in what you think.
I'm Yorick. I could see Yorick being like really uptight about smoking with a caterpillar.
Well, I know. I'm like Marie's like really down for this. Like she wants to have like a mental experience, you know.
I feel like Yorick would be he'd be slightly against it, but not like adamantly against it. So if you're for it, then he'll acquiesce to your decision.
Okay. So guys, we're gonna smoke some hookah with a caterpillar right now. So we're gonna proceed to metamorphosis. All right.
Okay.
You take several short puffs of the hookah before your vision blooms with color. You look to the caterpillar and find him steadily watching you, perhaps the only anchored figure in the swirling smoke around you. As the moments pass, you find that the color isn't a figment of your vision at all, but rather projected light that forms a small mote in the surrounding smoke. The points of light quickly multiply, shining through the haze in a mosaic pattern. You look down at yourself to see the colors beaming back onto your body. Where each light shines, a different facet of yourself manifests. Courage and conviction intermingled with fear and apprehension. Talent and ineptitude in equal amounts. Shadows creep in at the edge of your facet, only to be banished by the overflow from the other connecting lights. The display cascades in front of your eyes with increasing violence, overwhelming your senses and spiking into your mind. You lose track of the time as moments slip by in dazzling flashes. Suddenly, your eyes snap open. You are lying on the ground, nothing above you but the clouds of smoke and no sound but the rushing of blood in your ears. Your muscles slowly relax as your breathing normalizes and the forest ambiance fades back in. The smoke parts around the stoic face of the caterpillar, still watching you intently. He scrutinizes you carefully and at last gives you a satisfied nod and long exhale of smoke. You have found yourself, then, he states dryly, returning to his reclining position. When you change now, it'll be for the better. You don't know what the caterpillar expected, but you weren't prepared for this sort of introspective crisis. Were you still yourself? Was this all a spark? Was this all to spark some future change in you? Was it preventing a change by making you conscious of it now? You rise with the intention of pressing the caterpillar on what he just did to you, but to your surprise, he vanished completely back into the smoke. You wait tensely, but in vain, as the exotic scent that led you to the caterpillar fades away. All you can do now is continue on your search through Wonderland, a little warier, if nothing else. In your campaign log, record 1 tally mark under Strength of Wonderland. And in your campaign log under Wonderland Boons, record the Caterpillar. Each investigator searches the collection for a random basic madness weakness and adds it to his or her deck for the remainder of the campaign. Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
It's I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I wanted to smoke with the caterpillar, dude.
Here's the weaknesses. You want to peel them right now?
Yeah, let's do them right now before we move on. Here we go.
That was just sorry.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, it's not. I can't grab the whole. Here, hold on one second. I guess they're all individually separated in here.
Got it. Yeah.
So wait, if I shuffle it, does it switch order? Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll shuffle the bag.
Yep.
And then you can like search it, and then the first madness weakness you see going from top left, snaking down, go for it. So you can.
Or I can just pull them out and do the same thing, right?
Oh yeah, I guess that does the same thing.
That's not a madness. That's not a madness, and that way you don't have to go through all of them again. You can just pull out whatever the next one is. So I'm kleptomaniac. Put it in your play area. Take control of an item, asset, or 2 resources from another investigator. Then shuffle it to your deck. At the end of your turn, take a horror. Oh my god, great.
So you have to steal crap from me.
So I essentially, if we keep getting the cat, I can always like take the cat, right?
He is not an item asset.
Oh, I see.
So you can take money from me. I mean, I have a lot of items.
Yeah.
So there is that at least, like.
Yeah.
It'll actually potentially give you like a weapon or something useful. I mean, I know you have like 90 hand items too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll shuffle. I feel like that one's not so bad compared to some. Like for example, this
like
one.
paranoia.
Okay. Well.
All right. So it looks like I will be taking an item from you rather than resources because you'll never have any.
Yeah. It's not like York needs resources or anything. Okay. So
okay,
right,
and
so
then we skip to guidance from Alice. So we are moving forward. Guidance from Alice. Left once again in the hazy woods, you try to find your bearings to continue on your way. With few landmarks, the task seems left to chance once more. The eerie silence is gently lifted as a small current of air begins to blow through the forest. The fog separates around a long funnel of rushing air, providing you with both vision and a path through the forest. You follow the wind, hearing the faint notes in the rushing air that remind you of everyday sounds of Arkham. Could this be Alice's doing, manipulating her dreams to lead you home? You cling to your memories as you follow the current of air hopefully forward. Check the campaign log. If the investigators went down the rabbit hole, proceed to scenario 2B, Tempest in a Teapot. All right. So we're going Tempest in a Teapot next. But before we go forward, we have, I think, 6 XP each. We had 3 banked, and we got 3. And we can now do little upgrades to our deck.
I just want to say, I think that mission was really cool.
I do think that mission was really cool. It takes you a second to wrap your head around what's happening, because you kind of have to reveal the locations to understand, like, you know, the different mechanics of the different locations, and like knowing when to like throw Bill around, and how to escape the carpenter and the walrus. It's pretty rad.
Right.
Um,
I think it's really, I think it was really cool, and I do like it a lot. And so I think that the the mechanic like knocking the oysters out of them we didn't do. What I don't know actually is like, so if you look at the Rocky Outcrop thing where it says limit once per turn,
yeah.
that's per player. I don't know if the same also goes for like if we had the walrus on us. Like let's say I engage the walrus,
Yeah.
we're both there. I think I might be able to hit him once to knock two out, and then you can hit him once to knock two out.
Yeah,
If it works,
yeah, because otherwise it would say once limit once per group per round, right?
Group limit once per round
Yeah.
is usually how they work.
Yeah.
So I think it works that same way, but there is a chance that like it's different wording if it's on like an enemy versus location. So, but I think that should work. But it is just good to know for the future. I really like that. I like that these fat jerks were just running around, just eating all these oysters, and we're just trying desperately to like stop the situation, and they just have none of it.
Yeah, I know. I really like that too. And I actually like this big bad. I kind of liked what it was doing. Right, it was like so it attacks and then gets stronger just for that round. It'll get stronger. Like that idea that like you're making it angry. Like
yeah. I think this was a really, really cool mission. And this is what I'm talking about. Like every mission that I've played so far, the enemies or like the mechanics in this campaign are like a whole different puzzle.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game every time you do missions.
Yeah,
so
and it definitely was like, and you can see like luckily like we didn't get hosed by it too much, but like these deepening dusk with the shadow stuff could have gotten really bad. Like you dynamite blasted like two that were here in deepening dusk, which was really great because you know, and then like there was that one big bad that like was chasing Bill or whatever. Like he was, like, I was kind of scared about that guy.
yeah, he seemed kind of bad at first.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally agree with you. Like this whole thing has been so solid, like really awesome. Like I'm just like pleasantly surprised with the whole dang thing. So, cool. So yeah, let's do a little Arkham draft here. Let's see if I can open this up. You wanna go first, Matt?
Sure.
All right. So we're gonna do William York. We're gonna do the current taboo list. Hopefully you can see my screen share.
Now, do you want to go 4 cards, both for the sake of making our deck better, or at least for you to have a smaller chance of just getting all these cards you can't take?
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna do 4 cards for the upgraded to choose from, everybody. But I will let Matt choose what weighting he wants, and then I'm gonna put your XP at 6.
Okay. The irony with like red cards is they're all like lower cost.
That is actually true, yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'll just leave it on default again for me.
Okay, cool. So here we go. So
right.
Simple draft default 6. You're gonna choose from 4 different cards, and here we go.
Okay, and just to remind you guys, this is the way that this works is our rule is you pick a card that comes from your XP bank. At any point in time, you can stop not taking any of the cards to bank the rest of your XP.
Yep. So if Matt didn't want any of this, he would be banking 6 XP. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Time Worn Brand is probably my choice here because like
it's too good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I need to be able to fight. Let me just take one look. It's yeah. I'm going Time Worn Brand.
Yeah, it's too good. I mean the upgraded Get Over here is phenomenal, but Time Worn Brand is just solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take Time Worn Brand. So you have 1 XP left. You can grab any of these or just stop and bank.
Okay, so Jessica could be really good. Let me see.
Yep.
I'd rather have what's his name? My high school football boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Peter Sylvester.
Yeah, Peter Sylvester. Yeah, Petey. Yeah.
Although she does give me a punch.
Yeah.
What other allies do I have? I just have Raven, right?
Yeah, I
I
believe you have a
never
Raven.
I'm gonna take her. I may never see Pete, and that extra punch could be big.
Okay, so you
I'll
get a
take Jessica.
Time Ward Brand and a Jessica Hyde,
Yeah.
and you've used all your XP. That's actually really good for you.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
that's solid. So let's see what's gonna happen to old Marie, because Marie's been in real good luck. Same thing, simple draft. I'm gonna do default. I have 6 XP. I'm gonna choose from 4 different cards. Okay. Spirit of Them, Blinding Light, Hypnotic Gaze, and Hemispheric Map. So Hemispheric Map is trash.
Okay. In this campaign,
But we
there
can't guarantee that like we're gonna have big maps, and that they're gonna be like connecting. Like we could get these like weird on rails maps, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. It is a gamble because you don't know the campaign.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the spirit is during a skill test on a spell card, exhaust it, you get +2. It would be great if I had spells, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't need another hand slot.
Right now it's just like what? Well, it would help on Wither and it would help on
And Sixth Sense.
Your Clue Gather spell.
Yeah. Blinding Light, Evade. He keeps trying to give me the Blinding Light. Uses head instead of foot. If you succeed, deal 2 damage to that enemy if evaded. I mean, it's not bad. And what's Hypnotic Gaze fast? When an enemy attacks and investigate your location, cancel that attack. Reveal a random token. If it's a bad token, deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to its damage or horror.
So it hits itself.
Yeah. That doesn't seem that great.
An attack cancel. Yeah.
I
I mean, what's more important to you right now, right? Would you rather have an attack cancel? Would you rather have an evade spell that does damage? I mean, I feel like the second part of the theme doesn't help you really. Like,
No.
fight when you're already at 1. The first part could. I mean, you can bank all your XP right now, but it's not.
No,
here.
I'm not going to bank all of my XP. I'm trying to decide between Blinding Light and Hypnotic Gaze, but I'm thinking I'm going to probably take Blinding Light. Yeah, because I want to see what else I can get here. So I'm going to take Blinding Light, 2 XP, Blinding Light. Oh.
Okay.
I can get a Rite of Seeking.
There's some interesting stuff there.
Yeah, and then the old dog.
Suggestion, another grotesque statue. Those are all actually very, very good. Like,
yeah.
I mean, ironically, actually, Rite of Seeking
isn't great because my book and my head's stat are all the same. But I get +2 for it, you know. So I would be at a base 6 for Rite of Seeking. It's just so pricey, man. It's like $5.
It is. The other ones are all have their uses. I mean,
the grotesque statue is really rad. Summon Hound. What allies do I have? I think I have 2 Elissagrams, a Baron, and a Stray Cat.
The cat, right?
But getting that fight skill of 5.
That would give you one decent attack a turn.
Yeah.
The dog always can come out, so don't forget it takes both a spell slot and an ally slot. But you're not sitting on a lot of spells, so.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about taking the doggy here.
I think that's wrong. I mean, that one punch could be big.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take the doggy. It's just rough because bad doggy could come out, but.
Bad doggy can't come out.
Yeah. All right. So I have 3 XP left. I can get a really good backpack.
You get fancy
Oh god,
indeed.
an ornate bow. What's Book Shadows? You have an additional arcane slot. Add charge to a spell. I don't have any spells. And then Stargazing. Oh. Play if there are 10 or more cards in the encounter deck. Search your bonding cards for a copy of Stars Are Right and shuffle it into the top of the 10 cards. Okay, what is Stars? Stars Are Right. Let's look that up.
It puts a good card into the Mythos deck.
All right. Remove the Stars Are Right from the game. Choose an investigator. That investigator draws 1 card, gains 1 resource, and may take an immediate action if it was their turn. This action does not count towards the number of actions the investigator can take each turn. Oh, so that goes
So
in the
you're
encounter deck.
Yes, you're seeding the encounter deck with a good Mythos card. So I think this is a cool card. It definitely gains more value on 4 player
Oh,
because
sure.
you dig through the
Yeah.
Slimpy hates this card because he's always like, there's so many things that cause you to reshuffle the encounter deck, and then you find it in there. I personally think it's a very cool card, and I think it's pretty good, and I think it's for 1 XP, especially given the other cards you have in your deck. I like it for what it's worth, because when you do hit it, and instead of drawing a bad card, instead you
I mean, this is like, I'm actually considering taking this. It's only 1 XP. Like, I think I'm going to grab this thing.
I think it's a fun card.
Dude, let's do it.
It feels great.
We are stargazing. Okay, and now we have 2 more XP. I can Defiance, I can 4 of Cups, which I already have. Mind's Eye and Blood Eclipse. So Mind's Eye is Myriad. When you would test your book, fist, or foot, spend a secret and you test your mind instead. What is that? It's a double arcane slot?
Yeah, it takes both the arcane slots.
Oh my god, discard a copy. Yeah, this is... I don't know.
I don't... When I saw this card, I was like, it doesn't seem great. It's like it's ideal for an investigator that just has a super high mind and the rest of their stats kind of suck.
Yeah.
And, like... I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah. I mean, I could get another 4 cups, I guess, and just sort of like weed out the bad cards in my deck.
Yeah. It's super high likelihood that you end up drawing it if you take 4 cups.
Yeah.
In your opening hand, I mean.
Yeah. Let's
like,
take it. Let's get another 4 cups, and then we have the last one. You know what? That protective incantation would have been not bad last game, and like sealed. If I sealed a skull.
Sure.
And what sacrifice? Discard an asset you control, then draw 3 cards, or gain 3 resources, or any combination thereof. That's actually interesting. I have a lot of trash assets.
But like, are you gonna play them? Like, what that's really designed for is like when you run out of all your charges on a spell.
Yeah.
Trash it with that.
Yeah.
Considering like you don't. I mean, I don't know. I like. Do you have a lot of hand slots with charges?
No, actually, it's the flashlight and the grotesque statue. So okay. It wouldn't hit. It doesn't have a good hit rate. Protective incantation or another doggy. Do I take another dog, dude? I'm gonna take another dog.
It's scary. They're cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another dog. There it is. I got 4 cups, 2 summon hounds, a blinding light, and stargazing. This is the most ridiculous deck I've ever built my whole life.
Like, I think your deck's cooler. Like, straight up cooler. Like, I mean, I like all of the cards you picked there. Like, yeah. I mean, 4 cups isn't fun, but it's great. The other ones are all fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like that's what like to me that's what makes it fun. Like draft is like I don't know if I would ever pick blinding light or stargazing. Like I don't know if I would go hard on double hound on a mystic. Like. But the fact that it's like when you have limited choices, you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make this work. Volbs is saying, yeah, Marie is stoned out of her gourd, staring at the stars, petting her puppies. Yeah, like I feel like she found herself, and she's like, oh, these are like, where are my hellhounds?
Where are my hellhounds?
Yeah. and that's pretty sweet. Yeah. So now I just have to figure out what cards I'm gonna toss for that. But I mean, it's like if I can just like start getting rid of some of this other crap that I'm never gonna play, like I don't know, it could be cool. I really want to be able to. The thing that like is bumming me out about the two games that we played so far is I've only ever picked up 1 open gate each game, and I really want that to be a thing. Like I would have loved it here if we could like move from like one side of the map to the other or something. That would have been rad.
No, I hear you. I mean, you're right, and it would be cool, and it does suck that you keep just finding one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's a good point.
Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Before we sort of do our closing remarks and leave you for the night, we do have 3 wheel spins, and I always forget to do them on this stream. But since we ended a little bit earlier, I'm gonna do them right now. I'm gonna pause this music. We're gonna do this music, and I'm gonna do a wheel spin here. This one's for Bill378. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it, and I hope everyone's enjoying Draft. Definitely. All right, we got double bean. Matt, I know your stomach's hurting, so I...
No, this is the only time it's gonna happen, and I knew it was gonna come up.
Okay.
I'm willing to do it.
Okay.
And
so I'm gonna do a bean, you do a bean. Yeah.
But like, am I doing the hottest one, the last one I haven't done, or is that like pushing it too far?
Well, that might be pushing it too far. Whatever. I thought you were like going up in levels, right? So like.
I am. I'm on 5. I'm on the last one.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I don't want you to hurt yourself if you're not feeling great, but
I'll tell you what. I'll do habanero one more time. This level 4, and if we get a second bean, that'll be my sign to the Carolina Reaper.
Right.
But
my dispenser
this is the last time I'm not doing Reaper.
My dispenser's broken, so now I have to reach in here and grab one. I can't even get one. My dispenser's so trash. Oh, there you go. Oh, great. It's a stink bug. Or whatever the other one is. Oh, it's whatever's the good part of the stink bug. It's okay. It's toasted marshmallow. It's okay.
Actually, way better. This is really hot.
Oh. There you go. Dude, you're wearing the right shirt for it, dude. You were ready for some hotness. You're wearing your Sriracha shirt, dude?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do another spin. This spin is for Arkham Librarian. I appreciate you subbing with a name like Arkham Librarian. I dig it so hard. We don't know it, but the Arkham Librarian is the one that wrote ArkhamDB. That's another double bean.
Oh, God.
All right, so we're each gonna do another bean, and then let me spin the last wheel as well, so that we know, just in case if this is a bean as well. This is Volps via OCS1 Spectre. So thank you so much. Volp says, well, better to hurt yourself at the end of the stream. Yeah, if we got the beans at the beginning, it would have been, have to suffer through the rest of it with it. That's a joke. That goes to Chris. I will let him know when we stream on Wednesday that he has a joke to tell. But me and Matt will be doing a bean each here. I have to fix my dispenser somehow. Reaper,
which is, according to this, it's 2.2 million Scoville.
Oh my god.
And like, that habanero is hot. That's number 4. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out what number it is. A habanero is 350,000. Okay? And that's like, like my mouth's watering. It didn't really get to my eyes. If I do this other one,
yeah,
that's like 7 times hotter, 6.5 times hotter.
I was like, you don't have to do that one, Matt.
It goes from 350,000 to 2.2 million.
Yeah,
but I said I would.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you, man.
I need to find it.
Well, I got a booger or juicy pear one. That's the one I'm gonna do. Which does not sound as bad as that's I'm so happy I got this, versus what Matt's considering right now.
I don't want this.
Matt, I realized that you weren't feeling great today, and that's why I'm sort of giving you the out that you can do like the Sriracha one. You know what I mean?
Dude,
you're not in tip-top form.
I'm not in tip-top form.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a second habanero.
Yeah.
But this is my last out.
Yeah.
And guys, the only reason he's giving me this is I actually told him before the stream.
Yeah.
This is made up. So before the stream, I'm like, my stomach's been bothering me all day. Just to let you know, if it gets bad, I might have to bail.
Yeah. And that was legit. So everybody, that is the truth. Otherwise, you know I wouldn't let Matt get away with this. Otherwise.
Okay, I'll do one more habanero. And next time, guys, is my last time not doing the Reaper.
Okay, there you go. So next time Matt gets a beat, he will do the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper, Ron. Oh, that's a juicy. That's a booger that I got. garbage jalapeno.
This
Yeah, it's
it tastes pretty good.
all
It's
right,
sweet.
all right. See, not so bad, not so bad for Matt. All right, and so with that, again, I hope everybody has been enjoying our Arkham Horror draft stuff. I hope you're laughing with us as far as what our decks are doing or not doing, and I really hope you're enjoying like discovering the theme that's going on here and finding the new mechanics, the new art, all that kind of stuff. Because I'm pumped about all of it. So. If you guys are not playing this fan-made campaign, or you've been sort of not into maybe playing fan-made campaigns because you want to play just the official stuff, I think this is totally worth a go because it's adding so much flavor to the game for me. So I say go for it if you have time and you have people that want to play this way. Also, if you haven't done draft, do draft. It's hilarious. It's great. It's a good time. This is like my preferred way of playing games in general. I like draft and sealed and all sorts of like that kind of stuff. So really into it. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how we're doing, all that good stuff. Matt, do you have anything to add about this mission and whatever else?
I'm other than like I'm looking forward to seeing what the next couple missions bring. As far as I guess there's only one more mission I haven't seen yet, which is the next one. Nice. Mechanically, because we went the other way through. But guys, you are in for a treat. Every single one of these missions is a different kind of weird puzzle like this. It's just cool. So please stick around, check it out. If you thought this first one was cool, the other ones will be cool too. I promise.
Awesome. All right, I think with that we're gonna sign off. Thanks everybody for watching and joining us. Thanks everybody for chatting and chat. And peace, good gaming. We'll see you later this week. Me and Chris probably play some Zombicide and something else. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.